thing I realized. How does this? I'm gonna plug in my headphones. Lower down the volume. Lower down the TV volume, and I can also hear, and the audience can hear. So yeah, here. So how much do I watch YouTube? Fuck, man, I don't have cable. I mean, I literally watch YouTube fucking every day. It's literally my source of entertainment. Go here. V8 kills. That's great. Fucking love that. Do I know the way? No, I do not know the way. Can you know? No, please don't. Don't ever say that. No. Pro gamer, please don't say that. That should be last year. That should say it should stay in 2017, and it should never be picked up ever. Fuck. I hope that doesn't mean I'm desperate just because I put it in two tabs in the chat. I mean, I don't want it to come out of desperate or something. I'm begging for attention. Please notice me. So, I'm gonna do like another spooky stream, but I just felt like playing a game right now. So, with that in mind, pretty sure I won't get like fucking what? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I won't get banned for playing this. Okay, what? Fucking, I still have not let the damn thing download. Fuck! I gotta charge my controller. Fucking hell, man. Is audio any good by any chance? Right now with the spooky stream, I do have a playlist ready, and I do have a playlist ready, and I do have other stuff ready as well. So, with that being said, right now there's like someone else that's also searching for videos. Well, I asked them for some suggestions for on spooky topics. I will change the topic at one point, but for now, I just like looking at creepy stuff. Oh, in October. Once October hits, though, I do want to hit up this really... fuck, almost threw up. I want to hit up this one website, which is pretty damn cool. Oh, fucking hell. I just realized something. I hope I don't dox myself. I don't want to reveal my real name. But, before I move on, I just want to say... 10 days. 10 days to go. 10 days to fucking go. Just 10 more days. Alright, but anyways, so I will be playing this game at night. I'll play it overnight. I'll probably play it for like a little bit and no, but like, in all seriousness though, I will play the game overnight once like when the game comes out, because that's a game I'm really looking forward to. I'm just gonna pick a favorite song. So to start this off, I guess as a warm up, I guess I'm gonna play a favorite song, and I think out of all of them, my favorite one has to be this one. Well, all these are my favorite songs, really. I still haven't gone through all the playlists yet, but you know, this is basically what I have to work with here. I think to begin with, I think I might start with this one. I love this one. Wait. Whoa, hold on. Wait, what difficulty was this on? What difficulty was it on? What difficulty was it on? Okay, also, there might be a slight delay in audio. Is it really? Fuck! Hold on, give me a sec. Alright. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Game volume, how is it? And how is the volume on my end as well? You're playing Metro 2033. I assume on Xbox, right? You know, it's funny though, because I was gonna stream some Halo 5 today before I started the Spooky stream, but I was like, I haven't streamed on my PS4, so I wanted to like stream. Like, I really wanted to stream this game. At one point, I wanted to stream it. I had plans on streaming it, but then fucking, well, Bender, he said like, yo, I'm gonna be in Lounge 1 and talk with you niggas for a bit, and I was like, oh, okay, guess I'm not streaming then. So yeah. And then I ended up talking to Bender, and it was a great night. I had fun. I also have Reach too, but yeah, is audio good? So is audio really good, guys, or no? Yes or no? I'm trying to get into the song. Okay, I just want to say, since this is a rhythm-based game. Okay, this may sound a bit ignorant of me, but I don't know any of this shit. All right, but okay. First of all, I just want to warn: there's gonna be a slight delay because since it's a rhythm-based game. You will hear like the buttons, they will match, but not directly when the notes are supposed to be hit directly. You know, like it will make a sound. I'll show you. Like you'll notice it in a little bit. I don't know what the issue is, and I'm too lazy to fix it for tonight. But I will look into it next time I stream. But for now, though, play it out. If it's still unbalanced, I'll let you know. Okay, all right, cool. But yeah, no, it's gonna sound a little delayed here. Oh fuck. Oh, fuck, I missed that. I'm hoping I don't get banned because, you know, since this is a rhythm-based game, I don't think I'll get banned for this, or will I? Because I got banned last time just for streaming this one song, but that was like, that's like song that's already copyrighted, and I don't think this should affect me, right? I mean, it's a game. Cool. Well, then again, I saw people like stream this through YouTube, so it's like I don't think it'll like affect me. Here we go. I think you'll be fine. Y'all be fine? Oh yeah, that's true. Fuck, I missed that. I just love that Sonic costume I got for her. I mean, she looks adorable. fucking man. God damn it. Come on, man. Damn it, fucking hit safe. I didn't even... Fuck! I got distracted by X. No, but it's funny though, cause like fucking... Bender doesn't like rhythm-based games, but I really want him to play this when he's drunk. I mean, this will be fucking hilarious. Because like, I know he will get distracted for the fact that there's like... Fuck. I know he'll be distracted because of like... because how everything is just on stage and, you know, there's all these like fucking colors in the way. So I know this is gonna screw with him. And it'll be worth it. Still going, still going. Points still going. No, it's on normal. It's on normal. Cleared it. I played this song more than once because this is like a more favorite. Waifu Simulator 9000 with hints of rhythm. Yeah, it is. It is indeed. I returned the song list. I don't want to retry that. You can actually go here. I can actually pick out like other characters really. Yeah, you get to pick out his other characters here. I'm still gonna go with Miku wearing the fucking Sonic outfit because it's fucking great. Oh, you guys want to listen to Nyan Cat? Oh my god, I love this one. This one's fucking great, but god damn it, it slows down and it kind of fucks up like the speed because like I'm trying to keep up momentum and then I just like fuck up once the song gets slower. Some initial D going, basically. Wait, initial D? What do you mean? Was there something here a moment ago? Hold on, let's actually pick out her recommended outfit for this one. What is her recommended outfit? There's like so fucking many, dude. Oh no, there's more too. I bought the deluxe edition for this game, which basically it unlocks like anyways, it unlocked like two. There's there's future sound and then there's colorful tune. That's what it's called. Both of them have Jesus, I don't even know what the fuck the difference is. What the difference is really. That's like some shit in other things. Oh yeah, it is. Wait, the song itself sounds like something that... Oh, there we go. This is the one. Fine change. Goodbye, Sonic. I'll be back. I'll be back wearing that. Okay, that makes sense. Fucking hell. You'll see what I mean. Again, I fuck up every time at this song. I'm trying to get to silver, at least to silver, but I can't. But here, we'll try again. Fucking yeah. Doesn't help because everything is literally thrown in the fucking screen. Oh no, it slows down here later on. Right here. This is where it slows down and it fucks me up. fuck? Is it funny because like literally every cat is a cardboard cutout? The fuck, man? Okay, this is the part that I hate the most. God damn it, this 3 in a row. God damn it. God damn, fuck! That was a success? Hell no! That was not a success! I do not consider that a success. I fucked up. I did not make it a silver. I did not make it a silver. Well, the combo system and mother... Oh, never mind. Oh, wait. Okay. I like the part where she says, yeah, it's adorable. Oh, is that how that works? That's actually pretty cool. I did not know about that. They should add that in more games actually. That's very interesting. I'll look at it in a second. Well, it's it is a video. It is an animation from what's it? It's an animation from what's it called? Well, it's almost a Spoopy time. I guess I'll play like these last 2 songs. I guess really quick. Yeah, these 2 are like my favorite songs. I might as well sort of like play through the fucking. Well, I mean, I kind of sort of played through my entire favorite playlist here. Well, I played all of them except for Sweet Devil in the World is Mine. That's wrong, I swear. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I think I'll save the best one for last, so I'm just gonna go ahead and start with this one, since I love this one. This one's more adorable because that smug look on her face, it's fucking great. Even with his Sonic outfit, it's more adorable. You'll see why. Oh shit, it didn't start, did it? To pull out the leak. There we go. No. Fun fact, actually, when I was first exposed to the internet, I was always looking up fucking retarded fucking like either terrible fan animated videos of parody videos of like video game parodies with terrible like fucking animation. But hey, it was the early. I mean, nowadays, like, what's it called? The creators or the animators of those terrible out of Flash animations, they're successful now. They're more successful than me. It's funny though. It's like actually, hopefully I'm not changing this. What the hell? Basically, like when I first got exposed to the internet, I was exposed to watching that shit. And what's funny though is like I was also watching other gameplay videos, and then I guess like the first gameplay video. Fuck, I missed the fucking combo there. Fuck. God damn it. I remember the old animation video called, oh really? Dude, I saw this one that really scarred me for life, which I will admit. It was one called Sonic the Hedgehog breaks his neck or some shit like that. That one scarred me, mostly because like it just, I was freaked out of the fact how everyone was like happy for the fact that Sonic died just by breaking his neck. And how he broke his neck is like he hit like he hit a monitor that gave him an extra life, and that injured him. I don't know how the fuck that makes any sense. Hanging out watching. I mean, I wish it would work faster. Well, actually, I can change the speed. Why the hell not? Let's do that. High speed. Let's do it. We're about to go at maximum speed, boys. Holy fuck! Wait! What? Should I try this out? That is too high speed. That's going way too fast for me. Damn it, fucking. Fuck. Yeah, let's keep. I can't. I mean, I can barely make this. Oh my god. Well, might as well. Fuck it. I mean, look, I'm barely like surviving this. Oh fuck. Fuck. Well. What I need to pay attention to the arrows. Funny, look, as I mentioned before that like vendors should play this. Fuck. I know he hates rhythm-based games, but like I really want him to see. I really want to see him play this game, but I want him to play like the easiest song and the easiest setting while he's drunk. Oh, I did not make it. Wait, maybe I'll make it. Maybe. Duh! Missed it! Fuck! Missed it! I fucked up. Oh, I mean, I got the hang of it. I kind of got the hang of it because, like, I just realized the arrows, like what's it called? The arrows, like, show up, you know, like how it does, like, little clockwise thing or whatever. Yeah, once it just reaches, like, points up or whatever, that's... Fuck. Yeah, I lived at least. I didn't clear it, but at least I lived. On fucking high speed. Holy shit. I barely made it. Television. Yeah, no, that was fucking crazy. I could not. I barely made it. Also, I just want to point out, I like how her health. It's funny, like when you miss a lot of notes, her life goes down to 0. So basically, that's kind of sort of implying that they shut off Miku if she's doing horribly. Oh god, poor Miku. They almost shut her down. She's doing JoJo poses, man. Good God. I don't know if I want to do this again. Well, actually, what time is it? Okay, yeah. I've already reached like that time gap at least. Like, you know. But I would like to stream this again. But yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to the spooks, if you will. So yeah. What's good, my knees? Hey Kenshin, how are you, man? Well, I was streaming some Hatsune Miku. Now I'm about to stream some spooky stuff, which yeah. Hey, what's next? I mean, well, I mean, for TV, since she joined, I mean, let me just play one more song for her at least, because you know this is actually, you know, I don't know, she actually likes Miku a lot, so why the hell not? Let's play. Yeah, let's play this one. What? Fuck! I should have played my most favorite one. On the hardest? No! On the hardest difficult. Well, actually, before I unlock the hardest difficulty, you're supposed to play it on normal. Sorry for the delay, but might as well just go through my entire favorite playlist here and just play this last one and then go on to the spooks. But yeah, hey Kenshin. For now, I'm playing this game. I'm gonna stream some more spooky stuff. I found a playlist of creepy videos. Also, Spooky, I hope you like. If you found like any videos, just a message, send them to me. Yeah, just like just send me like your playlist, or unless like you update the playlist, like, and then I can just like have a look at them. If you're wondering why she's wearing the Sonic outfit, I picked it out for her. I think she looks adorable. Don't judge me. Don't judge me, you niggas. I fucked up the combo. God damn it. Fuck! I hit the wrong button. Fuck! Nice, I got it. At least I got the last one. Yeah, just grow a tail while you also have a tail. There we go. Did I made it to silver? Fuck, I was close to silver. I don't give a shit to the record. I just wanted silver. If I hit 75%, by the way, that's when I hit silver. Oh, really? You're gonna stream? Oh, fuck. You're gonna stream for 4 hours today? Oh, fuck. Hopefully I finish up on time on my end. But anyways, yeah, Kenshin, thanks for stopping by, man. Let me see this hedgehog. Fuck, I think he already left, didn't he? Yeah. Oh, well. Hopefully I'll see Kenshin there. Yeah, jump scare videos now. Like, the thing is, though, is, like, I'm just trying to find videos that are freaking out. Like, not trying to, like, do jump scares. That's not the main goal here. That's not the main goal of this. But, oh well. At least you tried, man. At least you tried. But regardless, though, I'm pretty sure I found, like, a good amount of videos that we can all just have to sit down and watch. You might stream some Metro? Come on, man. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and transition over. But yeah, go ahead and transition over. Alrighty, man. Okay, so let me see here for a second. Oh, right, hold on. Let me see. Don't judge my fucking wallpaper. If any of you fuckers judge me. Also, yeah, Spoopy game number 3, Slendy tennis balls. Fucking yeah. Let's see here. Gaming before we get to the Spoopy stuff. Well, let me change the title first. Fuck, what the fuck am I doing? stream. You you fucking cunts, I swear. I'm not a fucking brony, goddamn. Okay, I will say this, okay? I don't like the fucking show anymore. I used to. I used to be a fucking brony. I will admit that, man. Damn you. But I will admit, though, I don't watch the show anymore. I used to, but not anymore now. But but I lost interest in it for multiple fucking reasons, mostly because I moved on, I guess, if anything. And that aside, I mean, it's safe for me to say that I only like one character. Just one character. I only like one character. That's it. That's all. That's basically it. So, where the fuck is, fuck, where's it? Oh, yeah, I was gonna go over to, like, what you sent me. Let's see. Okay, there's one video here that you gave me. There's one video that you gave me, so spooky. There's one video you sent me, and I will not lie, though. I find it very fucking creepy. It's which, okay, there's actually two videos. But one of them actually has, like, a deep meaning to it, I guess, if that makes any sense. The other one, I think it was just made for shits and giggles. I think so. All right. So, without further ado, I might as well just get to the intro, shall I? So, welcome everyone, whoever is joining us, either, like, you know, pre-recorded or just now, you know, joining in. This is episode what? This is like what? My fourth attempt. Well, not fourth attempt. My fourth time doing these kinds of streams where I stream about spooky related stuff. Basically any videos that are disturbing or dark or creepy, whatever, as long as it is just out of the ordinary. And as I said before, I don't know if you guys were here before, but on October, there's a website that I am very interested in looking in when I stream it. Once October kicks in, that is like part of like my October Halloween special, hopefully. For my birthday, I don't know if I'm gonna stream because like I do have plans to like do other stuff, really. Well, hang out with friends, but well, hang out with my cousin and a friend. But without further ado, though, let's see. Let me just switch this shit over here. Hi there. You guys found out about my secrets on fucking shit. God damn it. I need YouTube Red. I'm tired of ads. I can turn on ad block, but at the same time, though, it's like I don't want to seem like a dick because I do support these people. It's okay. I like the Rainbow Dash myself. Oh, really? Oh, well. I mean, like I said, I don't watch the show anymore, but I do like only one character, which is that. So I know creepy shit, lol. I can show you shit. Well, I mean, maybe next time, because right now it's like I have a good amount of stuff already. But without further ado, we're starting off with the first episode by, well, starting off with our first video being by the Sticky Paddle, claiming We Happy Few is either based on a horror movie or some shit like that. So let's go ahead. All right. Is volume also good by any chance? Both ends, like video and my voice here. Fucking hell. Well, it's they don't. You won't start talking until later.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mullet Mike Hardcastle here with us, Sticky Paddle and Full Screen.
I have not played this game, but I did have. I was interested in playing it, but streaming it not really. But
today we will be discussing the much anticipated We Happy Few. So,
bit quiet on your end. All right, here, hold on. Let me see here. Audio. Well, it's like it's the video's audio, right? I just sent you one vid. Yeah, I guess like 1 minute video should be good enough. But if it's a jump scare, I swear, you'll be put on timeout, mister. Because we're not about showing jump scares.
without any further ado, turn the lights down and the volume up.
All right, how's that?
Into some creepy gaming.
Shit, let me move this aside. It's not? It's not what? Okay, good. It's not a jump scare. Alright, good. But is audio good, though? Yours has always been the weapon? What?
We Happy Few was first revealed on February 26, 2015 and has been a highly anticipated title ever since. As of the writing of this episode, this game has just been released to the public. I typically wait for games to be out for a little while to collect as many secrets and Easter eggs as I possibly can, but because I am loving this game so much, I just felt like sharing a few bizarre things that I've noticed right off the bat. But first, a little background. You play as 3 different characters who live in this retro-futuristic version of 20th century
Is there really
London.
3 characters?
The art direction and gameplay style is very reminiscent of that of BioShock. You start the game as Arthur, a redactor for the local paper. This immediately shows us what kind of dictating government we live under in this world. Not just that, but here's the kicker.
Yo, he spit out
Citizens are forced to take joy, a hallucinogenic medicine that veils reality. If you fail to comply, fellow citizens will call you out as a quote-unquote downer, causing these creepy bobbies to chase you down. A great example of this is the game's opening. Arthur is reminded of a troubled past. After being at least partially reminded, you eventually go off to your office party. Once there, you get a whack at the piñata. Once you strike, your joy is completely worn off and you see reality for what it really is.
Really miss the piñata.
Here we
It's the
go.
most adorable Spanish custom. Uncle Jack did a whole show about it. You smash it until all the candy comes out. Come on, hit it! Hit it! Hit it!
Just how they encourage you to hit it. It's just disturbing. Whoa, blood. I thought candy was supposed to come out of there. No. And there you go. Ugh. Dude, that's gross.
You are off your joy. Take one of mine.
That's very kind of you, but no, I don't
my
want to.
Lord. He's a downer. Call security. We've got a downer.
Now, I want to point out really quick. I'm pissed off of the fact that DSP gave up on this game because 1, he's fucking stupid, and 2, he does not know how to play this game when it should be clearly fucking obvious. I don't even want to get into it. But dude, I swear, once Spider-Man for the PS4 comes out, I do want to have a glimpse to see how bad he is, because, dude, that game should be very simple as shit, but, my God. I'm going to lose my fucking mind if I see him fucking up
with some
the
pretty
simplest
deep
things.
Themes. It's all about lifting the veil and becoming enlightened. Hell, considering the recent episodes, I might as well coin this the season of enlightenment. From what I've played so far, the creepiness is surface level for the most part, with occasionally deep underlying themes. I mean, all the happy, freaky faces alone
Which one?
is enough nightmare fuel to power you for the better part of a year. But the execution is great. This crowd-funded indie game turned AAA really made an impression by standing out in a sea of generic horror. Most are probably familiar already with the sadistic bobbies or the overjoyed citizens, but a standout character to me is Uncle Jack.
Wakey, wakey, everyone. It's another fabulous day in Wellington Wells. The weather is only slightly rainy with streaks of lovely sunshine.
We Happy Few isn't really that bad of a game. Oh, yeah, the deluxe edition. Oh, dude. You know, I wanted the collector's edition, but they sold out, and I got so pissed. But anyways, Inquisitor, like, We Happy Few isn't that bad of a game. It's just DSP is just fucking horrible at the game. Which I'm just gonna let. Hopefully this will explain what the game's about. Really, well, I'm pretty sure you already explained what the story is, but it's gone.
Everyone in Wellington Wells is doing exactly what he or she ought to. Smiling and laughing and taking their joy. What about you?
This game is already disturbing enough, but include a full motion video character like Uncle Jack, and it just adds another layer of creepiness.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, you can go ahead and look at Kenshin. I mean, hell, you can go back and forth. I mean, I don't mind. Wait. Hold on. According to the game's lore, Foggy Jack is a serial killer from the Wellington Wells area whom many believe to be Uncle Jack. Yo, what? But yeah, no, Petrov, you can you can switch between back and forth, really. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, hell, I would be watching Kenshin play KH right now. But I'm doing this. Oh yeah, there's a VR game for this where this guy talks to you, if I'm not mistaken. Feed him a Foggy Jack news story and this happens? What? A Foggy Jack?
So let's give him another messed up story. Foggy Jack strikes again.
Inspector Royston Luckenbill reminds the
Triggered.
public that the alleged murderer, known as Foggy Jack, does not exist. No, he's just a fairy tale, states Inspector Luckenbill, and we all know how horrible those are. There are definitely no victims found in the street in the morning with certain organs surgically removed. No. And
no, not disturbing at all.
Even if there were, what on earth were those people doing out after dark, eh?
Nice. While Jack is considered both a creepy and a comedic character, the idea of him being a serial killer as well as a propaganda pusher makes him even more disturbing. Well, yeah, indeed. Dude, seeing this image also disturbs me. It's like I'm watching, it's like I'm looking at a real serial killer right now. For more Uncle Jack's live VR gameplay, check out the, well, I'll look into that later. Oh, an ad.
The disturbing setting, along with the societal conformity, strikes a deep nerve into creepy gaming history. We Happy Few had many influences. The developers at Compulsion Games have gone on record stating such influences as Doctor Who, 1984, and A Clockwork Orange, which seems pretty obvious, but here's a deep cut for you. Whether inspired directly by or not, there was another societal dystopia way before We Happy Few that strikes a few familiar chords. In the 1975 film A Boy and His Dog, a young Don Johnson and his canine companion live in this post-apocalyptic wasteland. The movie, in turn, was based off of a Harlan Ellison story. In the second act, our two main characters find themselves in this weird underground city full of these happy clown-faced freaks.
Oh god.
Seem familiar. To top it off, and spoilers for the movie, by the way, but the government was behind this strange civilization to help preserve a once-beloved era now long gone. Ironically, this movie was said to be one of George Miller's main inspirations for his Mad Max series. I felt like I just needed to mention this little B-movie gem. I noticed the similarities between the film and We Happy Few immediately and just thought I'd point it out. Oh, and did I mention that the dog could talk?
I already know about that.
You play with yourself, you go blind.
Yeah, it's pretty badass for any horror geek.
Next time you play with yourself, you go blind.
I don't feel like We Happy Few directly ripped off A Boy and His Dog, but rather used a familiar premise to create a world of their own. Overall, We Happy Few is an extremely refreshing horror game. Rather than being dark and gritty like recent titles, this one decides to be more psychedelic and disturbing. Well,
indeed.
There you have it, folks. I've said it in the past, I like to make each episode of Creepy Gaming different,
what the fuck?
Things up, and I must admit, this edition was pretty different. I look forward to more We Happy Few, as well as the open world content yet to be released. I might make a follow-up video one day if any major secrets or Easter eggs surface, but for today, I simply wanted to celebrate both Compulsion Games and Gearbox for the direction they took. Here's hoping for more horror games with a refreshing twist like We Happy Few. From what I've played, I've thoroughly enjoyed this title. I strongly suggest it for any psychological horror fan.
So
That's gonna do it for me today, folks.
So
I
those are
hope
the
you
three
enjoyed
main
this
characters you
edition
play
of
as? Holy fuck!
Creepy Gaming. I am Mullet Mike with the Sticky Paddle and Full Screen saying keep it sticky, stay creepy. Thank you all so much for watching. Peace.
I wanted to originally also look at this Doki Doki literature, but Gravity showed me a video where he was also playing the game, and it kind of just made me think, yeah, no thank you. Oh yeah, dude, Cyberpunk, I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy Cyberpunk 2077 since I saw gameplay of that and I fucking loved it. Anyways, next video on the list we have 6 unexpectedly dark episodes in kids shows 2 by Blame It on George. This guy is fucking good at finding, he has some good sources when it comes to animation and stuff, so I love this guy. He's great. So we're gonna look at dark episodes apparently.
One of the reasons why I made the first Unexpectedly Dark Episodes video is to bring up episodes that no one
Let's
ever
get
really
right
talks
into
about,
the news.
or
Yeah.
from shows where you wouldn't really expect something this dark. I mean, we've all heard of Courage the Cowardly Dog and that time Tom and Jerry killed themselves, but you're expecting to see those in a list about dark episodes, right? This series was just meant to do something different. So today, we'll be looking at 6 more unexpectedly dark episodes in kid shows. Josh kicks Drake out of his life.
Well, stop being mad at me.
Oh no.
I'm not mad at you. I'm done.
What is that supposed to mean?
I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
So what, are you gonna move out?
No. This is a house where I live, and I guess we'll be roommates until the day I leave for college, but that's all we'll be, is roommates. I'm done with you.
That's pretty cool.
When characters get into fights and kid shows, it's usually nothing too serious. A little misunderstanding or a minor fight, a few jokes and jabs here and there, and then
That's
the
true.
lesson is learned. However, things got a little more serious in Drake and Josh. The episode Josh has done is
Drake?
exactly that.
Where's the door?
Josh simply becomes too fed up with how selfish and disrespectful Drake can be, so Josh just
Where's the
ends up
door hole?
being done with him.
You're supposed to
The
cut it
episode
up with
kicks
the
off
power
with a big
saw.
chemistry exam coming up, which Josh is studying heavily for. Drake goes to school early so he can make out with his girlfriend, leaving Josh behind, who is then late for the exam, which causes it to go down an entire letter grade. At first, Josh is furious, but over time, he calms down and decides
God.
that his life would be better if Drake weren't in it. He begins to treat Drake like a roommate instead of a brother, leading to Josh's life being exponentially better. He retakes the exam and gets a higher score.
Yo,
He makes new friends.
it's
His
Sin.
rash is
Oh,
gone,
wait, Sin?
and overall, he just has
How
an
are you?
amazing life without Drake. The sad part is that Josh isn't even ignoring Drake or being mean to him or anything. He's treating him
Hey,
in a
Sin,
completely
how are
civil
ya?
manner. But there's no love or friendship in his words. He's literally just a roommate to him now.
Dude, it's been like 5 days. When are you gonna stop being mad at me?
Meh.
I told you
Yep.
I'm not mad at you.
I'm doing okay.
Don't.
I'm just streaming some
Josh,
spooky
man.
related stuff, but I mean,
This, of course,
should I skip this? I mean, like it just talks about dark episodes. I mean, yeah, there's some dark episodes that does relate as spooky stuff. But hey, you guys tell me if you guys think this deserves a skip.
starts to affect Drake and makes him realize how much he actually needs Josh. Maybe even more than Josh needs him. Towards the end of the episode, back in
Yeah, I'm glad to
chemistry
see you
class,
too, Sin.
Drake is late this time around. He finds that Josh has switched lab
Let's keep going.
partners,
Yeah, sure.
leaving him alone with Clayton. Due to Clayton's constant mumbling, Drake doesn't even understand what to do during their experiments.
Marble
and ends up
Hornets.
with a chemical accident, leading him to take a power shower.
Maybe.
Sit down, Drake. Drake, sit down.
No!
Drake.
Josh! What? Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm probably the worst brother in the world, and, you're
way better off without me, you know? I just need you to understand that... Sorry, Josh, I'm sorry.
Dead.
Later that night, Drake lays alone and depressed in his room. Josh comes in and reconciles with his brother.
Oh yeah, no, thank
over a
you for
game of
stopping.
ping
I mean,
pong,
thank you for like
forgetting
stopping by,
him
man.
and ending the
You know.
episode. I don't think this episode is as dark as it is serious, but yeah, it's super serious and super unexpected that I just had to include it. I had to bring this episode up because it doesn't get talked about a lot. I remember it leaving a huge impact on me when I first saw it. It's just sad seeing these brothers being torn apart by a very real situation. And apparently the rest of the world agrees. Because if we're being honest here, this is probably what would happen if someone like Josh was around someone like Drake in real life.
I'm actually
Thankfully,
eating some
this
rice
is not
right
real
now,
life.
man.
And the episode ends with the status quo remaining intact.
What kind
But
of sandwiches
still,
are you
for
making?
a brief moment, a bleak sense of realism snuck its way into this Nickelodeon sitcom, and it certainly left an impact. Chucky sees a life where he was never born.
Dude, that's fucked up.
There are times when everything just seems to go wrong. We feel like a failure, annoying to our friends or family, or just uncomfortable in our own skin. Sometimes you might even wonder, what would it be like if you were never born? This type of plot was first seen in media back in 1946 in It's a Wonderful Life, and has since been parodied in movies and cartoons for quite a while.
I'm worth more dead than alive.
Now look, you mustn't talk like that. I won't get my wings with that attitude. You just don't know all that you've done. If it hadn't been for you...
Yeah, if it hadn't been for me, everybody would be a lot better off. My wife and my kids and my friends. Look, little fella, why you go off and haunt?
The Rugrats episode, Chucky's Wonderful Life, is still a pretty funny episode, but it has a rather disturbing nature to it, showing just how far our minds can go when creating the worst possible outcome. The story begins with Angelica telling Chucky that the world would be better off without him.
Fuck, I did not have the chance to read that. What did it say? You see, Chucky, there are... Oh, okay, so it's just, like, talking about, like...
Chucky that the world would be better off without him. Taking in these harsh words, Chucky decides to run away from home.
I want a bologna
before his
and cheese
guardian
sandwich.
angel, who looks identical to him, appears to show him a world where he was never born. In this world, his father Chaz is lonely and a bit unhinged. Having never married, he lives alone with only a sock puppet and C-SPAN to keep him company.
Well, C-SPAN it is then. Saki?
Yeah?
I wish you were real.
Me too.
I don't like this, Mr. Angel Guy. You ain't seen nothing yet.
The streets are run down and almost post-apocalyptic. Phil and Lil have become horrible delinquents
seems a
who
little
take pleasure
too
in
much.
destroying their house while their spineless parents watch on and sob. Without Chucky, the twins would...
I just want to say, like, that seems a little too much. The world just, like, happened to be, like, in this post-apocalyptic setting just because one child wasn't born.
would never know the difference between...
Then again, maybe I'm missing something, but whatever.
Right and wrong. And then there's Tommy, who is now seen living in poverty as he rummages around the trash for food. And without Chucky around, Angelica came by and took everything
Chucky's
from
the
Tommy,
Messiah. Holy
including
fuck!
his house and his parents. Nobody stopped her because she just kept yelling until she got her way. And now morbidly obese, Angelica forces Stu and Dee Dee to bake her cookies, which she never shares. Tommy never stood up for himself because he needed a friend like Chucky to lean back on in order to become brave. Chucky realizes that his life does have meaning. He sees that he has value. He has friends and family that love him very much. Given that Chucky is only 2 years old, it's pretty obvious that the world wouldn't change that much had he not been born, especially not the way it was in his vision. But this episode just goes on to show just how overactive our imaginations can be, convincing
That's
us
indeed
that
true.
the world would be better off without us. But deep down, you and I know that's not true. We all have worth and value, everybody watching this. It's also rather upsetting that a toddler could imagine such things as poverty and literally slavery.
Literally, like, when I was at the age of 10... Yeah, basically. That's what it was. When I was at the age of 10, like, I remember, like, I don't know what the fuck what this idea came to me, but I was like scared to death, and then I just like broke down crying. Honestly, like I broke down crying for like that whole entire day, and like I don't know why. Like I was just sitting there playing a fucking video game in my room, just minding my own business until this idea came to my head that one day I was gonna die, and that scared the shit out of me. I was scared to tell my parents about it. I told my cousin that I was gonna die. Well, when I was crying, but then he like said, "You're not gonna die." You know, I didn't really clarify what my issue was, but you know, but basically, bottom line is everyone means something to everyone, really. He's a 10 years old. Death was freaking cool to 10-year-old me. Oh my god. No man, I feared death.
SpongeBob and
For
Mr. Krabs
personal
kill a
reasons.
health inspector and try to hide his body.
Oh yeah,
While this
Petrov.
episode is still pretty funny,
Petrov.
things become pretty dark and disturbing once you remove the comedic bits. Out of all the episodes on this list, this is the one that gets brought up a lot. And well, yeah, I'm going to talk about it too because it is just a little
Ouch,
messed up.
man.
In the episode Nasty Patty from SpongeBob SquarePants, the Krusty Krabs is given a surprise
This
visit by
episode
the
was
health
amazing.
inspector. He orders one of everything, with his last dish being an ordinary Krabby Patty. Right before they can serve him the hamburger,
Dank
a TV
Bob.
report comes on, warning locals of a criminal disguised as a health inspector in order to get free food. Being the stingy
The
old
free
man
food.
that he is, Mr. Krabs is outraged at the thought that their health inspector could be the faker. So, to get revenge, him and SpongeBob create the titular Nasty Patty, a Krabby Patty that was made with volcano hot sauce, seahorse radish, toenail clippings, was dropped in the
Toenail
toilet, and then dried off with Mr. Krabs' sweaty gym socks.
Yo, what?
Right before the health inspector can eat it, a fly goes down his mouth, causing him to choke and pass out. While the two enjoy watching him suffer, the TV reports that the fake health inspector has been caught, and it was definitely not
Yoshi
their guy.
does indeed commits tax
The two
fraud.
begin to panic, blaming
Yoshi
each
probably
other
committed this
until they
crime
get
too.
the idea
It
to
wa-
bury the dead body. On a dark
Mr.
and
Krabs
stormy
and,
night, the two drag the
SpongeBob-
body to the top of a
yeah,
hill
SpongeBob
in
and
order
Mr.
to
Krabs
ditch
are
it.
innocent.
While digging a hole, SpongeBob throws a rock,
did nothing
which
wrong.
hits the now conscious
yeah.
health inspector in the head, causing him to pass out again. After they finish, the police arrive and offer to give them a ride back to the Krusty Krab, and to their shock, the body slides down the hill, thanks to the rain turning the ground to, well, mud. The police don't notice, so they simply stuff the body in the trunk.
What?
And now back at the Krusty Krab, the officers slowly become suspicious of what's going on. SpongeBob stuffs the body in the freezer, but
Oh
when
my
the
God.
officer goes to get ice for a soda, they find that the body is missing.
Wait, what?
The health inspector appears behind them, moaning like a zombie.
For respect, man.
Hey, you guys.
The officers then proceed to beat the shit out of him until it's revealed that he's alive and that the Krusty Krab passed their health inspection.
What?
They all celebrate with Krabby Patties as the kitchen door slams on the health inspector's head. Comedy aside, this episode is kind of messed up. The health inspector is just literally doing his job until he chokes on a fly and passes out, and there's nobody to help him recover.
The fly just flew right inside his mouth, right? Like it wasn't from the Krabby Patty, or was it? I like how I paused.
And while SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs try to bury him alive, he keeps getting hit in the head,
zombie.
which must have caused some form of brain damage.
Oh
And
my
then when he
God.
finally wakes up, the police beat him senseless until it's revealed that he's still alive. And then, another courtesy blow
Police
to the head with
brutality.
the kitchen door. The health inspector was never made aware that SpongeBob and Mr. Krabs attempted to poison him.
Not
Also,
all
it's
flies.
kind of disturbing how the two of them take delight in the inspector's suffering while he's choking. At the end, they just care more about the Krusty Krab and the health inspection.
The
instead of,
irony in that is that
helping
like
out the
you're
guy that was
choking more
almost
than
buried
she's
alive.
choking on you. God. Fuck an ad.
I am.
I'm not sponsored.
Donatello is sent to a dystopic future. The 2003 reboot of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was no doubt an edgier depiction of the heroes in a half shell than the
Yo, guys, what do you guys
original
think of the new
series.
TMNT?
That's not to say that it was a super grim dark retelling, but it definitely followed the darker aesthetic of the comic series more closely. This is very evident in the episode Same as It Never Was. The episode starts out with a bang, when the turtles are ambushed by Ultimate Draco. Vowing revenge,
not your left
he
leg.
promises to teach the turtles
Your left leg went
the
completely
meaning
numb.
of suffering beyond time and space. Using the time scepter,
I beat the
he sends
fuck out of my
Donatello
dick
into a
so
distant
goddamn
future
hard
where he lands in
that
Turtle
I
Lair.
can't feel my left
although
leg.
it
My
is
left leg
completely
went
decimated.
completely numb.
Confused as to where he
And
is,
my dick
he
is
makes his
also
way
numb.
outside, where he is immediately arrested. However, a future Michelangelo appears and saves Donnie. He explains that Shredder had won, and the entire planet is now under his control. Donnie was the glue that held the turtles together, but when he disappeared
he lost
over
an
30
arm.
years ago, the turtles fell apart. Mikey then leads Donnie to Splinter's grave.
He's over there.
No! Master Splinter is... No!
A couple years after you disappeared, Master Splinter gave his life protecting the three of us.
I can't believe this place.
Are those
It's
shotgun
all
slugs like on his
horrible.
They head to a resistance base where they
Hold
meet
on, wait. Does he has like shotgun slugs like on his straps?
future April O'Neil and learn that Casey Jones had died. The turtles reluctantly reconvene now that Donnie is back.
What the fuck is that?
Leonardo is heavily scarred, Raphael is missing an eye, and
Ouch.
Mikey is missing an arm. They all look like they've just been through hell, and Mikey is missing an arm.
Fuck, you can't. Only for a slight second. Hold on.
And Mikey is missing
Fuck!
an arm. They all
But I
look like
could've
they've just
sworn I
been
saw
through
shotgun
hell.
shells.
They team up with Hun and Baxter Stockman in order to take down Shredder. During the fight, Shredder crushes Hun and Baxter to death.
Damn.
Michelangelo is surrounded and killed by mechs. Shredder's daughter Karai kills Leonardo and Raphael with her sword. With Donnie now on the brink of death, Shredder pins him against the tunneler, preparing for the final blow. Luckily, Donnie prepared for this, and as chains spring out from the tunneler and wrap themselves around Shredder, the drill activates and pulls Shredder in, ripping him to, well, shreds.
Damn, dude.
My brothers.
Rip.
My poor brothers. This world. This future. It's a nightmare.
As he reflects on this horrific nightmare, Donnie is pulled back to his own timeline, leaving April as the sole survivor of all her friends, alone. And that's it. We don't get to see Donnie return home. We end the episode as if this was truly the end. The idea of a dystopic, bad future has been done before this, of course, but to show this level of detail and brutality and not pass it off as a dream or something is really surprising.
Then explain the
episode was
shotgun
actually
shells.
heavily requested by a ton of you in the
Yeah, look at that. Like it looks like he has like shotgun shells like right here. Like, and I don't know if you see where my mouse cursor is, but yeah, that makes total sense because this is actually based on the comic, if I'm not mistaken.
comments of the last video. So, yeah, this is definitely one of the darkest moments in an already dark reboot. Kids Next Door's all-female future. Imagine a future where the
feminists
only way
take
to
over.
populate the human race has been exterminated and made illegal. A future where half of the human race have been wiped out.
Oh man.
That's the future that was created in the codename Kids
He
Next Door
does.
episode Operation Future, otherwise known as Females Utopian Trap Unleashes Reprehensible Evil.
Oh hell! This is when feminists takes over.
In this episode, Number 4 is sent to St. Rita's Preparatory School, only to discover that it's an all-girls boarding school. The headmaster, Miss Margaret, reveals an evil plan to turn all boys into girls.
Oh god!
And attempts to convert Number 4. He escapes and plans to call for help, but believes that he can handle a bunch of girly girls on his own. Margaret is shown to be a child in a robot suit, gaining
God.
assistance from her future self to ensure a future utopia without men. Realizing he needs help, 4 calls the other K&D members, only to find out that they've already been turned into girls.
Oh, I know, silly.
You're missing the tea party.
Oh,
Hurry
God.
over. We're doing makeovers next.
They trap 4, and we cut to 75 years into the future.
Is it safe to say? Bottom line is that they turned dudes gay. Is it safe for me to say that? Well, actually, they turned into traps. Let's say that. Is it safe to say that? Or
In
how
this
do you guys see
dystopian
it?
apocalypse, it's revealed that boys have become enslaved by girls.
Girls.
However, a resistance of boys led by an elderly number 4, calling themselves the Boys Next Door, fight for their freedom.
Boys Next Door.
Number 3's granddaughter Sally approaches the boys to offer help, as she was inspired by stories of the past where boys and girls fought together. With her help, the boys are able to defeat Madame Margaret. Number 4 goes back to the past, and with the K&D, they alter and save the future, erasing future number 4, Sally, and all of them from
Basically,
history.
yeah, they're all traps.
Despite being a genius, Madame Margaret is apparently unable to see how eliminating boys would cause a genocide of the human race, or at least she doesn't care. It's also implied that they take men prisoner for amusement, which I guess explains why there are kids in the future still. This episode also has its fair share of problems. I don't want to be that guy, but I'm pretty sure showcasing girls as giggling crybabies who only like pink and boys as gross, dirty, sports-loving good guys would not be okay nowadays.
Now that he puts it, yeah, basically. I mean, at this day and age, people would be triggered, but still. Oh, God.
Pink is so pretty. I love ponies. I'm a pixie. I've got a basket with flowers.
All in all, this is another one of those horrible dystopic future episodes, but the implications here are really kind of messed up. This is what happens when a silly little schoolyard battle between boys and girls
Oh my
goes too
God.
far. You get a genocidal maniac who begins the extinction of the human race, and that's a pretty big leap. Stoutland dies in Pokemon Sun and Moon.
I kind of liked it, mostly because like the animation did look really good. Well, decently. I mean, let's be honest here. It's better than the fucking Michael Bay remake, to be honest.
Death is rarely touched upon in the Pokemon franchise. You would think that a series about animals beating each other up, as well as having actual ghosts present, would feature death a bit more often.
There's a reason why
but
ghost types
it's
exist,
barely
man.
brought up. It's usually relegated to select locations.
Hell, you
like the
even
Pokemon
fight
Tower
a
in Lavender
fucking
Town,
Marowak.
or Mount Pyre in the Hoenn region. However, the anime has finally decided to address the elephant in the room in the episode One Journey Ends, Another Begins of the Sun and Moon series. The episode begins with the usual cutesy and fun antics one would expect in a Pokemon anime. Ash and Pikachu have just finished some grocery shopping, but a wild Lyn appears and steals one of their donuts.
Hey, it's
the
my
duo
favorite
chases
Pokemon.
Lyn and discovers that it's bringing it to Stoutland in exchange for teaching it Fire Fang. As Ash watches, he notices how frail Stoutland looks. The next day after school, the two go back to visit Lyn and Stoutland, only to find the latter collapsed on the ground, suffering from severe breathing problems. Despite its size, Ash carries Stoutland on his back to the Pokemon Center. Meowth from Team Rocket looks on, sadly, knowing what is happening. At the Pokemon Center, Nurse Joy informs them of Stoutland's condition. Later that night, Lyn and Stoutland are both missing from the center. Assuming they must have returned to
That's
the bridge, Ash sets off to find them. However, much to his surprise, he's encountered by Meowth, who states that he wants to protect Lyn and make sure it's not captured by Team Rocket. At the bridge, Stoutland continues trying to teach Lyn Fire Fang, which it fails at. Stoutland falls asleep, with Lyn curling up right beside it.
Aww.
Stop. 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 Stop.
Lyn sounds adorable.
Throughout the episode, we see a tree with a limited amount of leaves, with a leaf falling
Obviously
each time
implying-
Stoutland's health gets worse.
Obviously implying that
As
he's
the
dying.
final leaf falls, Lyn realizes that Stoutland has passed away.
Oof.
It cries out as the rain begins to pour. Ash tries to give it some food to cheer it up, but it doesn't want to eat. Finally, after the rain passes, Litten sees a cloud resembling Stalin, leading it to accept its fate and move on. The two of them battle and become teammates, and they share some food in memory of Stalin. This is a much more somber take on death than Pokemon has had. In this episode, we see a wide array of emotions that one would go through when losing a friend or a pet. I mean, it's no coincidence that Stalin was chosen for this episode, given how closely it resembles a dog. Pokemon dying aren't discussed often in the main continuity, but this one shows a more hopeful side to the situation. A side that shows that losing a friend is just simply a part of life. It's not so much a goodbye as it is a so long for now. Denial and acceptance go hand in hand, and Pokemon, of all things, showcases that very well.
I'm actually glad I saw this one. This one was great. Now to onward to more spooky stuff. Well, yeah, not to the spooky related stuff, but yeah. 5 must-watch horror films on Shudder. And this is by That Creepy Reading, which is also another good YouTuber. It's been like 50 to buy the 80s, the TMNT series. Pokemon is a close thing to me. Dude, same here. Marble. Hornets. Listen, I will get to Marble Hornets after I watch Petrov, what he sent me. We will get to Marble Hornets, man. Trust me.
Here's Johnny.
This video is sponsored by Shudder. Consider this. There's a lot of horror movies out there that I've been wanting to recommend, but I had no way of actually really even watching it on any sort of streaming service. And I'm not going to pay $20 to watch a movie just so I could say, hey guys, maybe consider checking out this out-of-print DVD, blah, 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 blah. Shudder actually has a lot of movies that are not on any other streaming site. So please, if you like any of the movies on this list, consider going down and using my promo code CreepyReading, which will give you a 30-day extended trial. Usually it's 7 days, so you get 30 days to actually try out their content, watch a few of these good horror movies, and hey, if it's not for you, it's not for you. But trust me, I've been using it, I've been liking it. I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacre with a bunch of my buddies. It was a lot of fun. With that being said, for those of you who love gore in all of its lovely fashion,
I saw the remake. I haven't seen the classic
relax,
one, though.
turn down the lights as I give you some fantastical movie recommendations.
My guy, what the fuck are you wearing?
Number 5, House of 1,000 Corpses by Rob Zombie. House of 1,000 Corpses is a love letter to everything guilty and meaty in exploitation horror. The influences from classic films like Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Carrie is plain to see, not only in its plot, but in its bizarre and experimental filmography. While this leads to some questionable choices in direction, the film wears its fringe appeal and callbacks to lovable horror tropes aplenty on its sleeve, making it a fun viewing experience for any group of die-hard gorehounds. The film leaves the impression that Rob Zombie was throwing everything at the wall to see what sticks, with the grimy, practical effects, direct references to other horror titles, and dialogue so campy it would make Quentin Tarantino blush. You're almost bound to find something that you'll recognize, and if your sense of humor is anything like mine, it'll definitely put a smile on your face.
Maybe.
Following a group of victims trapped in the backwoods of Ruckett'sville, Texas by a family of murderers known as the Fireflies, the tone of the film is set immediately by a prominent gas station sign reading fried chicken and gasoline.
I mean, like Dawn of the Dead, I see it more as like a comedy, mostly because like how old
who also
it is.
runs a roadside attraction outside of his truck stop, the Museum of Monsters and Madmen. In fact, the film seems to have an intimate fascination with serial killers, basing one of its own characters almost directly off of Charles Manson, and even coining its own original infamous murderer. You guessed it, Dr. Satan. Yeah, this is gonna be one of those horror movies. House of 1,000 Corpses is not without its flaws, however. It pulls no punches, and the plot is on full throttle from start to finish. If you ever wanted to see Dwight from The Office carved up and transformed into a bloody merman, this is the film for you. Run, rabbit, run.
Behold! Fish boy! Oh my god! Oh my god, no! No, this can't be real! This can't be real! This can't be
Damn, dude.
Oh, it's real. Real as I want it to be, Mama.
Troll Hunter. The Troll Hunter is a Norwegian-produced faux documentary in a similar vein to the Blair Witch Project, focusing instead, however, on a dark and modern reimagining of the legend of the titular troll. The found footage plot of the film follows a group of students investigating a series of local bear killings, only to find themselves teaming up with a mysterious, discontented troll hunter who is reluctant to discuss his past. The film quickly becomes intriguing, balancing the act of the fantastical nature of the mythical trolls with their established folklore and properties, and the straight-laced seriousness of the documentary, attempting
Final
to scientifically
Destination.
explain these creatures and the
It
government's
increased.
confinement
I will say
efforts
this:
surrounding
I will
them.
never,
Interesting questions
ever
prod
get on
the
a
limits
fucking
of the
roller
properties of
coaster
these hulking
thanks to
beasts.
Final
Like
Destination. I'll
whether
tell
or
you
not
that
their
much.
ability to smell the blood of a Christian man should extend to Muslims as well, leading to interesting moments of dramatic tension. There's a variety of troll breeds within the film, each of them featuring their own striking appearance.
Is that the one where like they at one point they had this one lady who was pregnant,
impressed despite the budget constraints of them,
and then she
clearly
died later
being
on,
in
and then
a
like
low-budget
I don't want
film.
to spoil the
In
ending,
addition
but
to
it's actually
posing
really, I won't
questions
say it's really
relevant
old,
to the
but
survival of the students,
it
the
is
Troll
somewhat old.
Hunter also explores moral questions inherent to the containment and disruption of this mountain-dwelling species. Do they experience pain when they turn to stone by sunlight? Are they, in fact, forced from their home when men bored into the side of the mountain that they also call home? Avoid approaching the film in the same way you would a typical monster movie or creature feature, and instead expect
Damn,
a
that thing is
fresh
huge.
take on found footage with unique choices in tone and delivery. Inside, you'll also find a healthy dose of dark humor and political satire.
What I
making
like about
Troll
this,
Hunter
what
an
looks this
excellent
one
choice
to
if
be
you're
interesting
looking for
is the
something
fact how the
different that
troll
relies
look.
on
Oh
some
god.
smart directing choices instead of an overblown budget. I'm looking at you, the mummy. Yeah, you
Muslim.
can put
Muslim
a few
is
jump
okay.
scares in there, but I
What?
know it's just Tom Cruise pretending to be in a horror movie
Honestly,
that's actually
don't
an action
know.
movie.
What?
Stop it. Please just make horror movies again, Universal.
Yo, so you guys
Number
Muslim?
3, The Last Drive with Joe Bob Briggs.
This isn't
Thanks to
even-
the AVGN,
Yeah.
more and more people are being
For
exposed
sure.
to the television block on TNT called Monster Vision.
Hmm?
Back in those days, you could not easily just watch a movie through any sort of streaming service. We had to catch it on TV through blocks like Monster Vision or through the magic of Blockbuster. Both of
Oh,
which
yeah.
have kind of died, and the bit of the magic that came with watching them
Rest in
died too.
peace.
With Monster Vision, you had Joe Bob, who was the host, and he loved horror. He would
Tales
write
from the Crypt
reviews
actually
about the
had,
movies, talk
some
about the violence
creepy-
and gore, and make
Tales from the Crypt
general
was actually
jokes at
creepy.
the expense of the film sometimes. As a host, people loved him. In fact,
Even
they
the
loved him
character
so
that
much
was
not a
supposed
lot of
that was
people
the
remember
host
time
also
before
kind
he
of creeped me
wasn't
out
a
as
host
well.
on Monster Vision. But the movies? Yeah, not a lot of people enjoyed watching these because, well, TNT censored most of it, leaving most of the films without any gore or the more fun, colorful four-letter cuss words. This is why the block failed inevitably, and the show went down in the early 2000s. Ever since then, Joe Bob has been actually working on getting a reboot with actual horror movies, and thanks to Shudder bringing back this final fun cut, we get to
Yeah, 'cause like
experience it all
the
again.
classic
with
Dawn of the
Last
Dead
Drive
takes
with
place in the
Joe
mall,
Bob
right?
Briggs, which is a continuation of the old series or some sort of spiritual successor. They keep the gore and the old disturbing films, and basically it's like you're watching The Block again, but almost a little bit better this time. So if you want a bit of nostalgia or want to see what it was like in the past, I would consider taking a look at The Last Drive with Joe Bob Briggs.
Joe Bob Briggs.
Now we're getting into the final two. These are the reasons why you should definitely get Shudder, because honestly, I kind of went on a trip watching these again, and I didn't expect to find these on Shudder, because I haven't seen them since like 2008. So with that being said, why don't we talk about number 2, Fear Itself. Many people might not know about this little gem, but without the show existing when it did and how it did, this channel might not even exist today. Fear Itself was a PG-13 to MA series of short horror films that used to air on the Sci-Fi Channel and a few others.
PG-13 now.
Basically, these were short horror films that you used
Oh.
to be able to find under the free horror section on Dish Network and several other services such as Comcast and TiVo. Because it was under the free horror section and the tame nature of some of its episodes, as a youngin', I was able to sneak the series past my admittedly overbearing parents. Now, would likely be the part where I explain the story of this TV series, but I can't because every single episode is self-contained and there's no sort of really anything that's looping all these together other than the fact that they're all amazing short horror series, kind of like Crypt TV. So if you like Crypt TV,
HBO
you'll
at midnight,
probably
man.
love this.
The best.
This is why it's something that's very near and dear to my heart. It's kind of like the mid-2000s version of The Crypt, except each story takes itself somewhat seriously, although I can recommend a few episodes to help you get started. First episode I'm going to recommend is The Sacrifice. 4 criminals get stuck stranded in a snow-covered fort where insanity ensues, leading to a cat and mouse game between humanity and the lack thereof, as well as elements of the supernatural. What will last longer?
You would be that
Human
lousy
spirit
cop that
or
just
the
like
horrors
that just
locked
sits in his office and just eats and just ignores every
Family
crime.
Man. A prisoner must protect his family when he switches
would
bodies
that be
with a
you
serial
familiar?
killer after a near-death experience. You know those body-swapping movies from Disney Channel? You know, Freaky Friday and, well, the other ones that no one can remember. Well, this is like that, but with a horror twist, and oh my god, it was actually kind of good. The twists and turns this one takes is just a emotional roller coaster, and it's just too much fun to talk about. The Community. You know, the Stepford Wives?
The Community.
Well, this is like that. Mix it to Purge, sprinkle in a little bit of Get Out, and you got The Community. Strangely enough, though, I get a very distinct Stephen King feeling when watching this spectacle. Although, I must say, for those of you who enjoy genuine, spine-chilling twists and stories that don't require the use of jump scares in order to instill fear, consider this one a must-watch. I mean, seriously, I know I'm being promoted by these guys, but I'd honestly recommend getting a free trial just so you can have a chance to watch The Community. It's one of the best ones to come out of the Sci-Fi Channel-inspired project. And
to
number one. This is the reason why I decided to take this sponsorship to begin with. It's the movie Splinters. This
Splinters?
underrated, absolute classic of a movie is something that I think
Have
every
you guys seen
horror
this before?
fan should watch before they die. Splinters is amazing. Please consider watching this if you like body horror, likable characters, and,
relatable.
well, the movie The Thing. This may be one of the best movies to come out in the past 20 years, and I'm not over-exaggerating. Again, it's a horror movie with likable characters. Sometimes the female lead is the one in charge, sometimes it's the male one. You don't really got those soy boys who are just out there to get
Is it
killed.
really good?
You got these convict characters that are just absolutely fantastic, and honestly, this is a really well-acted film that
Wait, I
knows
think
how to use the
I think
acting
I remember I've
space
seen
they
this.
have to its fullest potential.
I think I've seen
I won't
bits of
spoil
this.
too much of this movie, so I'll let the visuals and my voice
Oh
sell you
yeah,
on
I think
this
I have.
product.
They're stuck in a gas
It's
station,
a movie
right?
about man versus monster. Real people, real flaws fighting something completely alien. A monster that can infect you with just a prick of the finger, get inside you, and break not only your bones, but spirit at will. Watching this thing work and fight is one of the best feats of practical
Yeah, I think I
effects in
remember
a
I saw
low-budget
this.
film I've seen in years. Please, if you are on the fence when it comes to Shudder or even this movie, please consider just doing me a favor. And
Yeah,
giving
like
this
throughout the
one a
whole movie,
shot,
they're stuck in the gas
because
station,
honestly,
right?
you won't be disappointed. You may find yourself a absolutely fantastic new favorite horror movie.
It was
to add to your
dope.
shelf.
I gotta say, I like
With
this
that
guy.
being said, if you
but
guys liked any of the movies that I talked about today, please consider getting a subscription to Shudder. You can also find many.
I gotta say, I like this guy. He's really great, but fuck, man, what is up with his character, man? Because like, I don't get what. My boy, what are you wearing? Oh, hi, Kenshin. Oh, hi, doggy. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, moving on to number 4. What is the Sunny Family Cult? Also by That Creepy Reading.
Hello, And welcome to my dungeon. I'm your host, That Creepy Reading, and today I plan on starting a new series that I'm hoping to expand upon in future installments. Today, we're going to be exploring what the hell happened in the first season of Sunny
I think
Family
I remember
Cult.
that.
If you have not
Dead
seen the
meat.
series, then expect spoilers to be ahead, as this is a full recap of the first season of Sunny Family Cult. Sit back, relax, turn down the lights, and welcome to my dungeon. We got the Sunny Family Cult. Sunny Family Cult begins in a normal suburban neighborhood in a not at all spooky house where a couple, Karen and Elias, walk out the front door. Quickly, they're followed by their 9-year-old daughter, Taylor. She, of course, is unhappy that she must be left alone for Aunt Sharon and Uncle Raymond while her parents go on a date. Karen reassures their daughter someday will be able to go on plenty of dates just like this one, to which Taylor begrudgingly accepts. Driving down this road, Karen and Elias nearly hit a man standing in the middle of the road. The man looks to be under the influence of some type of drug, judging by his slurred movement and delayed reaction time. The couple offer him a ride. After the man
it just counts
did not
kills like
answer
in a horror
Elias's
movie, right?
questions about where he was going, Karen told him that his family must miss him. The man asked Elias to pull over so he can use the bathroom, and the company obliged. When a man is doing his business, Karen and Elias pull out some masks that look like a mix between the Purge and the Strangers. Up until this point, the horrifying music playing in the background and the tension has been leading us to believe that this drunken man was
which
going
movie
to
specifically?
be
Hold on, let me move this aside somewhere really quick. Sorry. Yeah, because I don't want notifications of like my friends. I don't want you guys like seeing notifications of my friends like playing games. Let's see here. Is this one? Sort by new. All right, hold on.
We are villain of the story, but instead, we're going to be taking perspective from the Sunny Family Cult. The couple decides that they need a gratuitous leg
Wings of
wound, and they
redemption
do
in the
as well to give them
recommendations.
one
Yeah,
before
like
the screen
fucking
goes
wings,
black.
kill
At
count.
home, Taylor doesn't go to bed like she's supposed to, and instead hears Sharon and Raymond inviting guests over. She tries to argue about this,
There
but
is,
is
Cujo.
ushered back into bed by Raymond. Soon, Taylor's parents return home with
The
their
Thing,
new
Halloween,
friend and drag him into
Saw.
the room
I think I
where
might
the
click
others
on
have
Saw.
gone, under the assumption that the daughter was asleep. Taylor follows close behind and peeks through the door left carelessly open. Inside the room, Taylor has her first exposure to the Sunny Family Cult, watching the initiation for a new member, which requires a blood sacrifice from the man that was captured earlier. Fun, right? The father, Elias,
Ouch.
is the leader of this cult, and he gives a speech about the importance of their carefully selected family and the importance of each member contributing.
Was
The
Wings
new
of
member
Redemption
slits
really in the
the man's
recommended?
throat and is carefully selected to join
Yeah.
the Sunny Family Cult.
Oh man, rest
Just
in
as
peace,
this happens,
Metacritic Twitter.
Taylor
Fuck
gasps and
man,
reveals
that
herself
made
to
me
the other
sad. That made me
members.
cry.
Taylor locks herself in the bathroom and her parents rush after her. After some pleading, Taylor lets her mother in, but is noticeably shaken by the ordeal. For, well, obvious reasons. Karen softly caresses her daughter's cheek with the bloody hand and reassures her that this family is full of people who just want to protect and love her, and that the cult just gets rid of bad people. Karen tells Taylor that she must keep this a secret, and Taylor nods in understanding before Karen embraces her. When Taylor is 12 years old, she is now very eager to participate in the cult's activities, but her parents constantly tell her that she's not ready for it. Behind closed doors and spied on by Taylor once again through an air vent, Karen and Elias debate on fully indoctrinating Taylor. Elias wants to do so, but Karen claims that she's just a child. They also discuss the recent events surrounding a copycat killer who's posing as the cult and recently
At
had killed
least
a child.
one of them has
something
common
that the Sunny
fucking
Family
sense.
Cult greatly opposes.
But yeah,
Taylor sneaks out.
Sin
into
recommended
the night with her
one
own
of the
secret
videos,
stash of cult gear and weapons,
kill count,
determined to prove her worth to
a
her
kill
parents.
count video.
She goes to the
And
copycat killer's house and
I saw
pretends to
Saw.
be a
I found Saw, and I was like,
locked-out
oh,
girl
this one kind of
who
caught my
needs
attention.
to use the phone to call her parents. And the killer lets her inside. When the parents don't pick up, the killer talks to Taylor about the child who was recently murdered and how the police still don't know who did it. Before the killer can catch Taylor in his trap, the doorbell rings a second time. This time, Elias and another cult member are at the door with both their masks on. Elias berates the killer for being a coward who is wrong for thinking the cult would ever kill children. Taylor momentarily wears her own cult mask before Elias gives the guy a wicked... I'll move on. Before Taylor laughs. Outside the home, Elias scolds Taylor for putting herself in danger.
I kind of like he's just like promoting he's just promoting something here. That's basically what this video is. I mean, that creepy reading, I love you, man, but it's like I have to give this video a skip for now. I'm sorry. Let's just go ahead and just get to something else here. And this is by Dark World. This is actually a really good another source of creepy stuff. And one of the videos that I decided to pick out is 5 disturbing stop motion shorts. And I still see Wings of Redemption still being recommended to me. So let's go ahead and watch this. Wait, hold on. There we go. How's the audio? Both sides, by the way.
Stop motion is a popular form of animation dating back to 1898. People of all ages can enjoy watching stop motion films from companies like Leica, who bring their vision to the theaters. However, the stop motion shorts we're covering today most likely won't be seen on the big screen. Their visions are just as creative, but not as brightly lit.
Oh yeah, that's by Nana. Dude, I love that dude. Dude, I love Nana. I don't remember the numbers because it's too complicated, but dude, I love that person. We'll see one of his videos in a second.
David Firth is a name you'll hear a lot on this channel. His animations are surreal and unpredictable.
Oh, dude, they're disturbing.
The video we're covering is called I'd Like to Be. This stop-motion short was uploaded in 2007 and originally had narration and voice acting. However, David grew bored after shooting around 80% of the project and chose to mangle up the voices, rework the video, and add random footage. The story seems to revolve around a kid, his dad, and his cat. However, it's hard for us to decipher any of David Firth's creations. The video starts with a kid playing with his cat and ends with him sinking into the abyss. We can't find definitive meaning, and we doubt that David Firth will share any answers anytime soon.
Yeah, I went to his YouTube channel a few days ago and saw that all he's doing is just playing Minecraft. But I do see his behind-the-scenes videos, and they're fucking excellent.
This next short is called The Cat with Hands. Created by Robert Morgan and released in 2009, this video switches between live action and stop-motion animation.
See, that's what I love about this.
The video details a story of a cat with hands
hey guys, face
that
reveal.
kills to retrieve human body parts. The short starts off with a man telling the story of how a young boy came across an unsettling creature, a cat with hands, after retrieving water from a well. The animation certainly gives the viewer a copious amount of disturbing imagery as the cat steals the face off the young boy. We won't spoil the ending, but we recommend you watch the full video for a bone-chilling experience.
You guys want to have a look at that? You guys want to have a look at that? It's called the Cat with Hands, right? I guess I'll look into it here in a little bit. There's actually a 30-minute video that I picked out, but I'm probably gonna skip that. But yeah, no, I will. I think after this video we'll look into that, and then yeah. Yes, Sin is excited. So am I. I have not seen it yet.
Here is another name you'll hear a lot on this channel.
Nana.
Nana82763. Nana is the creator of the popular creepypasta username 666 and is mostly known for her dolls. A little known fact
funny 'cause,
about
like, they
Nana
say her,
is
but
that
it's
she's
actually a
skilled
he.
in stop-motion animation.
Is a boy.
Back in September 2000,
Boy.
Nana released a video called Poco Poco Picotan.
Oh, yeah,
At
this one was
first
creepy.
glance, this video seems like a cute, innocent animation. However, after a few minutes, the video gets dark as a hand starts attacking the cutesy characters, eventually killing them. This animation will leave you frightened with its unsettling imagery
The voice.
and
The
disturbing
voice sounds
sound design.
boyish. I mean, does it not? Look, man, if you're gonna, I swear, if you're gonna pull, did you assume his gender? I'm gonna.
This is another stop-motion short created by Robert Morgan
'Cause there's
as
only
part
two
of the
genders, all right?
ABCs of Death. In this short, an
No
executed
need, no
man
reason to
gets
make it more
revenge on his
complicated.
ghoulish killers. However, it's a little more complicated than that. The video starts off with a man getting executed. As the executioner leaves the room, one squashes an insect just before he leaves. The dead
Young hot.
insect then begins to transform into a larger form of itself, then crawls over the corpse of the young man, bites his left hand, and in doing so, a drop of blood shoots onto the floor, where it quickly forms into a rejuvenated and healthy-looking version of the young man who died on the table. The title of this animation is D is for Deloused, and we would rather you go watch the short instead of us ruining it for you. This animation is a fever dream of disturbing animation and sound design.
Wait. Is that by that one guy? That guy also makes really good stop motion animation. Well, he does like clay animations if I remember correctly, but that guy is also really good. He's very fucking talented. Oh, it's not really clay, it's just fucking Play-Doh, but still though, it's fucking great. Yes, I'm gonna hot. Cat with hands. Soon. We're almost there.
The Separation is a short released on May 27th, 2009. The Separation details the story of two conjoined twins who were connected to one another at birth, and, after being separated, are free from the flesh that bound them.
You hate Play-Doh?
However, one twin dreams of being joined again with his brother,
Yeah,
leading
that's
him
true.
to
I didn't know.
obsession
I wasn't.
and even self-mutilation.
Oh.
Seeing this, the other twin constructs a machine designed to sew them together, and, after showing his brother, hops onto the sewing platform. Before the other brother can join him, he suddenly falls, breaks the power switch, and thereby horribly mutilating his brother that, to the twins' horror, can only experience the world through smell, as his mouth, eyes, and even his limbs are all gone. The video ends with the disabled brother dreaming of finally connecting with his conjoined twin.
That's fucked up. That's some deep shit. But it's like, yeah, so the smell of Play-Doh is indeed horrible. I mean, I will not lie. Top 5 abandoned places. We will look at you in a little bit. We are going to watch The Cat with Hands. Did I really type that? Okay, never mind. At least I found it.
Last night as I slumbered, I had a strange dream, one that seemed to bring distant friends near. I dreamt of the faces of people I loved, and I awoke with an heart full of cheer. You know this is the place, don't you? Where it comes from, so they say. Story has it, a boy came face to face with that animal. Right here.
Right here.
Right where we're standing now.
Fucking lowering the thing intensifies. Look at the boy in this video. Tell me he's not Elijah Wood. I mean, would not surprise me, man. Oh. Guys, face reveal. It's me. You like my hands? I was hungry. Who's Elijah Wood? He's an actor, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, let me look it up really quick. Purr. No. Wait. What?
Over the years, it carried on like this, thieving different parts of people, like it wanted to be a person.
Oh, dude, it does look like Elijah Wood. It kind of does.
Until that animal looked just like you or me on the outside. But the only human part it never got was that.
Tongue. Yo! He's the cat with... Cat's got your tongue. What? Yo! Oh my god! Yo!
Last night as I slumbered, I had a strange dream. One that seemed to bring distant friends near. I dreamt of the
Oh
fate.
man. Yeah, sadly that was not Elijah Wood, sadly. So the young man was by someone played by Daniel Hogwood. And the boy, Victoria Hayes. The boy in the stop motion? Dude, let's look back at that. That looked fucking hilarious. I'm sorry. Just how the way the mouth was stretched out was fucking great.
Part it never got was that.
Cat's got your tongue.
Tongue.
What the fuck was that? Afraid of the Dark. Yeah, this is the kind of story that you'd see from Afraid of the Dark or whatever. That mouth stretch though. Okay, there was like a split second. Yeah, there we go. God damn it. Was there anything else afterwards?
Last night as I slumbered, I had a...
Oh yeah, hey guys. Oh, the camera's on. Alright. Back to this. This video was originally uploaded to Let's Read. Okay.
Warning: this video contains disturbing content, flashing lights, and loud noises. Top 5 abandoned places. Viewer discretion advised.
Alright, Microsoft Sam, thank you. Thank you for
As time progresses, human beings
warning.
tend to abandon things they would like to forget. Insane asylums, military hospitals, and even islands can show...
I would like to ask you guys, what is the creepiest places, like if they were abandoned? Either asylums or military places or islands, as this individual puts it.
Insane asylums, military hospitals, and even islands can showcase what humanity has done, will do, or is trying to make up for. However, some of these places can't be forgotten.
Wait, Bender's live right now? Is he? Oh fuck! Yeah, he is live.
Built in the late 19th century and being abandoned after the fall of the Berlin Wall, the Belitz
Why are
Hospital was
niggas
constructed
like
to
live
house the
streaming
numerous
when I am?
tuberculosis cases plaguing Germany at the time. With the
He's
breakout of
streaming
World
near,
War
if I'm
I,
not
the
mistaken.
hospital housed various military personnel recovering from wartime injuries, especially a young corporal by the name of Adolf Hitler recovering from a leg injury after his participation in the Battle of Somme.
It's my idol.
After World War II, the building was transformed into a Soviet military hospital and renamed as
He's the
such
president of
until the
Kyrgyzstan.
fall of the Soviet Union in 1990, where it was, and still remains, abandoned.
Oh well, like I said, you guys can like switch between. I mean, you guys can just check back later, you know. Hitler did nothing wrong. Exactly, Hitler did nothing wrong. He was an innocent
Standing
man.
as a dark chapter in the U.S.
He had
history
dreams
of
like you and
treating
me.
and caring for the mentally ill. The Willard Asylum for the chronically
To me,
insane
I think
opened its
asylums are
doors in
more disturbing because
1869
it is like
as a move to treat severely mentally ill
because
individuals.
I think like if
that could
anything
not
that I
care
find
for
disturbing
themselves
more than
or were a
anything
danger to
has to
those
be
around them.
man.
The facility was
Because,
extremely
like,
self-sufficient.
The way how I see it, like,
as
oh, a
it
ghost
grew its
just like
own
comes in,
food,
makes noises,
had its own
or
morgue,
a ghost, you know,
and even
poltergeist
its
just
own
moves
mess
shit,
hall.
whatever, just to fuck with
When
you.
the asylum closed
Sometimes
in
they try to kill you, yeah,
1995,
that's true. But
strange paranormal
you know,
occurrences
but to
had been
me,
reported to those brave
I find the
enough to
human
walk
mind
its
more
ancient
interesting
corridors.
because it is insane.
Visitors
like how
have
far
even reported seeing an apparition of a
people will, like,
red-haired
go
woman
once
who
they
is believed
snap.
to be a former nurse of the facility. Today it is a
He was.
hotspot for
Let's
paranormal
to be honest though, he was. I mean, if he managed to
And
at the very least
if you're lucky
become,
enough,
you know, this.
you might just see that
If
the
Hitler
asylum
literally,
is still
you know, since
housing
Hitler managed to
residents
like literally
that
tell
still
or convince a
roam its
whole
hallways.
like group of people, well, everyone in Germany, that yo Jews need to die or whatever. I need to look back at the history. I'm retarded.
During a walk around an unspecified lake in Dansk, a resident discovered a site
But yeah,
that
no,
horrified
just the way how
them
he
to the
managed to like
point
get a
of
whole country to
contacting the
like actually
authorities to see if any foul play had occurred.
just
The
convince
area
them
in
to
question
have his same
was an
point of view
abandoned camping
to
facility
tell you
that
something.
had various symbols written in what might have been blood on its walls, floors, as well as traces of hand markings and unspecified drawings. That
See, that's why I
authorities
also
were
love
not
H.P.
able to
Lovecraft as
accurately
well,
explain.
since what's it called?
Due to the lack of information,
Like the
it is not
idea
known
that
why
like
building
the
was
real
abandoned in the
monster
first
is
place.
our humans, or us humans, is also another good reason why I like H.P. Lovecraft as well. Sorry. So sorry.
Posted to YouTube by Nana825763 in 2009, the building in question is an abandoned Japanese home that the YouTuber explores with only a handheld camera. The YouTuber Nana825763 finds various trash littering the floor, rotten support beams of wood, and various other findings that seem common to every abandoned house. However, as the video progresses, we see the YouTuber find a room that is cut off from the rest of the building. She finds access to this room through the roof. Within this room, she comes across a doll that is concealed by a tapestry and is suspended in the air by a single string. After retrieving the doll, the YouTuber says that she will cherish it, and 9 years ago, since the video's initial upload, the YouTuber has been including the doll in many of her videos.
I believe that house is actually fake. I'm not sure.
Just south of Mexico City and between the canals Zomaquimico lies a disturbing sight, an island inhabited by dolls. Known as Isla de los Muñecas, Island of the Dolls originally had one resident by the name of Don Barrera. Legend has it that Barrera found a little girl who had recently drowned due to some mysterious circumstances. After finding the young girl's body, Barrera began finding various dolls floating in the river, which he thought must have belonged to the young girl. With each new doll that he found, Barrera found a place to hang it and an inn amongst his island home. After Barrera's mysterious death, the island has become a tourist attraction and is recognized by residents as a place of great power. To this day, the Island of Dolls stands as one of the creepiest places on Earth.
That's like a place I would like to go, honestly. Hi there. have a lovely face. Okay. Whoa, what the fuck? Hold on. So we were 5 abandoned places, 13 scary ghost videos you've never seen. Oh yeah, this was uploaded today actually. Okay. Once we get to username 666, I will play one video just to hear her voice. There is actually there's a psychological thing. Well, I mean, for you, I mean, there's many people that view things differently from their perspective. Like, some people are scared of mannequins, believe it or not, because they're scared of the fact how they look humanoid, I guess you could say. But yeah, like, overall, though, it's like a psychological thing as to why people are scared of dolls. So, yeah. It's also the same reason as to how people are scared of clowns, too. It's like a psychological thing. Like, personally, for me, I just don't find them scary. I just find them annoying, because... yeah. But yeah, let's go on. This is Sir Spooks with 13 scary ghost videos you've never seen.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir
Fucking
Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 13 ghost videos you most likely haven't seen before. If you've seen some of these, then I apologize. I at least tried my very best to find some of the more unknown ghost videos out there. I think you're going to be very impressed by some of these. So, let's begin.
Yeah.
This video was recorded by a boy who for some reason recorded inside a room while whistling. As he pans the camera around, a figure is seen standing on the...
Well, it's not the fact that the dolls are small. It's also just, like I said, it's like a psychological thing. Sometimes they're scared of like the facial features, like, or the eyes, or sometimes like I said, since it's a psychological thing, they'll think that like a doll is like staring at them, or a doll is like following them. Because I'm not gonna lie, there was this really huge doll in one of my family friend's house. I forgot what she does. Obviously, she'd close her eyes, then she would open them. But it was like a normal thing for her. I guess like I don't know. I don't remember how it does it, but it just closed its eyes and then it opened them. But anyways, yeah, that's basically the reason why people are scared of kids. Hey man, that's why I'm scared of dolls too. No, I'm kidding. They probably see their children through the unknown fear. Yep.
The other side of the room.
I mean, take for me, for example, if I showed you how I look beaten up, I have fucking scars and all that. I have fucking bruises of my dad hitting me. Sometimes he's scared of dolls. He's scared of short people. That's how I grew up.
As he pans back, the figure is gone.
Ooh.
What's that door? Sorry, I swear to there was somebody standing there 2 seconds ago. I'm serious. Here.
While some do believe this to be genuine, it does seem weird that he would randomly record a video conveniently whistling and then immediately capture a ghost on video. One way this could possibly be achieved with an old phone is to pause the recording while panning, then pressing play in a new clip while panning at the same spot.
I believe in ghosts. I do believe in the supernatural, mostly because like I was born like in a religious household, really, and I have witnessed a few things. But sometimes when I watch videos, I am a bit skeptical. But
in the
first like this, knowing how it's a little blurry, man, it's kind of hard to tell. But
clip, you would have the figure standing at the wall and then make it go away in the second clip. It's a very simple effect that he possibly did along with a friend of his. Others are not convinced that this is a fake, arguing that they could see no edits and that no human could get away so fast without making a sound. Another reason why it could be real is that you can hear music playing in the background. And if you were to pause the video and press play a few seconds later, it would be highly noticeable in the audio. The music continues with no cuts, as if no editing was done.
You told me about that, Spooky. For me, it's like I do believe in ghosts, but at the same time, though, I just also like to look at the logical reasoning as to why something, you know, because sometimes like your mind also plays tricks on you as well. So
this video allegedly shows a poltergeist levitation caught on tape in a kitchen. A man is recording the kitchen, probably expecting something to happen, as this place was known to be haunted,
pot is
when a
levitating.
pan is somehow lifted up in the air.
Strings. Yeah, same here, man.
Go! It could be achieved with the help of string, which some point out they can definitely see. It is very hard to see the string though. That's not to say it isn't there. Another thing to notice is the weird placement of the camera. Why would he point the camera so far away from a levitating pan? Didn't he notice the pan at first? Or was it all planned out to better achieve the desired effect?
That's
when the
indeed
pan
true.
hits the sink after levitating is also very
I have to agree with
peculiar.
you on that, familiar but spooky.
Why does the audio suddenly
also
just
spooky.
stop like that? It almost sounds like a sound effect inserted while editing. The far majority does,
That
however,
gasp.
believe this to be authentic.
That gasp though.
Located in San Bernardino, this video, uploaded in 2007, simply shows objects being moved aggressively by what is believed to be a poltergeist. The objects moved are chairs, a table, and a poker set. Apparently, the people behind the video had been playing with the Ouija board prior to filming this video.
Oh, dude. Dude, of all things, I would never play on it with a Ouija board. Scary Ghost video shows SpongeBob Halloween costume party where he is a ghost. There was actually one Halloween special where jeez, why you gotta be so aggressive? But yeah, there's this one Halloween special where, like,
As with
what's
most
his name?
videos falling under the
SpongeBob's
paranormal
exposed,
subject,
well,
it has
cut his
sparked a
head
debate in
to
the
the point
comment
where he
section.
exposed his
Some
brain.
screaming fake,
I found that one disturbing.
others having their own arguments as to why it's real. The usual argument that it's fake is that string could have been used to achieve the effect. According to one source, a paranormal investigator by the name of Stephen Wagner
Yeah, man,
asked
same
the
here. I
original
would
film
also
of
do
the
the same
video
thing,
going
too.
by the name Bayer for more details. He responded with, quote, "It was at a friend's house who claims that she sees things, like a sixth sense. It happened the night before July 4th, when we were
Hey, man,
playing with the Ouija
if that
board.
ghost wants to do my
I
dishes,
wasn't playing it though, hell no." End quote.
feel free to do 'em, man.
So
I'm
the
not
people
gonna stop
behind
you.
it stand by their claim of this clip being authentic.
Oh shit. Is that number 10?
The backstory of this clip is a bit vague. While
Wait, is
some
this-
sources say this shows a man mourning over his friend's unfortunate passing, others say it is filmed by some friends trying to capture ghostly evidence on film. Although it could also be both. Apparently, while trying to capture any evidence on camera, the cameraman was asked to leave the place while his friend was staying at a grave. After 45 minutes, something strange happened. It appeared that a ghost reaches out for the man and touches him.
Oh, is it really? I didn't know. Yeah, no, I would not touch a Ouija board, man. Oh. Jeez. I did see a bit of smoke behind him. Okay, I just want to say this. It looks a bit too coincidental, knowing how it is at a low resolution, and you clearly see smoke like just touching his head.
The man does seem to be in emotional pain, so perhaps it is his friend's grave that he's visiting. If it was evidence they were trying to find, they
I would
certainly
not fuck
got
with the
it.
Ouija board, man.
That's
I
to
will
say,
not.
if it isn't a hoax.
If anyone that I know, if I live with a roommate, or if any family members fuck with the Ouija board, I'm out of that. I'm out of that household, man. Yeet. I attempted to adjust the brightness and Yeah, wait, hold on. So, okay, so he did it. Yeah, you can clearly see like a bit of smoke there. So, yeah, this isn't. So this is actually genuine then.
James Annesley, who previously sent me a video of his...
Well, the concept of a Ouija board is so you can contact, what's it called? So you're able to contact, loved ones that passed away, but, you know, all it does, it just opens up the gates for other demons to fuck with you.
Strange growl he and his uncle heard at night has sent me yet another video. This time they went inside a house that was in the middle of construction because they were curious. There were many houses in construction around the area, but they felt attracted to this particular house. Therefore, they decided to check it out.
Basically,
James recorded the entire thing with the full video being 10 minutes long. They caught a few strange things on accident. James says he felt something hit his shoe, only to realize later that something was thrown next to him.
No, don't go there. I just have a feeling not to go there. No, don't go there. I just have a feeling not to go there.
Later, when his uncle goes up the stairs, another strange sound can be heard from somewhere in the house, which they didn't hear at the time of recording.
Alright,
take a look.
Listening. Oh.
I haven't seen dust this entire video, and I saw two things just fly the opposite direction. Orbs, bro. I haven't seen dust this entire damn time in here.
Orbs?
Orbs, bro.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen orbs, bro.
There's an orb there, I see it.
I'm not entirely sure what any of this was, but I wanted to show it here since I'm the only one the clip has been sent to.
Oh no.
That way it's at least out there open to analysis.
I was gonna suggest that it was probably the flashlight, but it wasn't pointed directly at him, nor was it like bouncing.
The St. Augustine Lighthouse is known to have many ghost stories surrounding it. The numerous ghost stories and supernatural legends has led to a number of Dark of the Moon ghost tours and ghost-themed private events. The lighthouse has been featured in Ghost Hunters, as well as the program My Ghost Story. Tour guides report being touched or grabbed by ghosts while showing visitors around.
How about
apparently a ghostly keeper, Joseph Andrew, who fell down while painting the original tower in 1859, is still watching over its harbor. Furthermore, 2 children drowned after the supply cart that ran back and forth between the lighthouse and the ocean toppled over into the water. According to lighthouse workers, these 2 children haunt the lighthouse to this day. This video allegedly shows the apparition of the former lighthouse keeper walking. More specifically, a shadowy figure can be seen walking through a door frame, then continuing toward another door frame and then vanishing again.
Hey man, you use it at your own risk, but hey, you've been warned. I see nothing. Wait. Oh, I see a figure actually. You can see a shadow just like right there in the center. Like between those 2 poles. Well, actually in the... What the hell is that? What were those words at the bottom? I got you, fam.
I do believe this could be achieved with some sort of visual effects, but whether they were able to achieve such an effect when this was originally filmed is unknown. While I do have some knowledge in editing, I'm not quite sure which technique they would use to pull this off, but I'm sure it's possible. For now though, many people are absolutely sure they've had paranormal experiences at this lighthouse, and this tape may be proof of the ghostly stories being real.
If I'm not mistaken, I think I do know what technique they use. They I'd say that they went on they probably went on After Effects, and then they just like made they lowered the opacity for the figure that's supposed to be walking, or the figure, and they just darkened him. First they darkened him, then they lowered the opacity.
In this mysterious video, a little girl allegedly talks to a ghost. When her brother walks out of the room, she turns toward the other side of the table she's sitting at and exclaims, "That's Billy's dinner." And immediately afterwards, an object on the table moves. Something I didn't even notice the first time I watched the video.
But yeah, Petrov, let me know about your experience. Yo, imagination.
That's Billy's dinner.
That's Billy's dinner.
That's Billy's dinner. That's Billy's dinner.
Was this somehow staged, or was it actual paranormal activity caught on camera? The uploader of the video says he filmed it on his iPhone 4 and uploaded it straight from the phone that same night. If it was acting, then she did quite well in my opinion. However, many people remain skeptical, although a majority were freaking out about the object moving while she was talking to her quote, imaginary friend. What do you guys
Petrov,
think?
you've been warned. You've been warned, mate.
My name is Lily Colson, and I'm 18 years old.
Yeah. Fuck.
This is the story of how...
Fuck, don't give a shite. Anyways. But yeah, you've been warned, mate. But honestly, I mean, maybe nothing will happen to you because surprisingly, some people that use a Ouija board, nothing bad happens to them, which is weird.
This is also a video recorded by a member of our community. It was sent to me by Michael and his uncle, who were exploring an old cemetery dating back as far as the 1700s. During the time they were there, they did an EVP, electronic voice phenomenon, and caught what they believe was a voice replying to them. The voice or sound can be heard very faintly when he asked the spirit what had happened to it. In the video sent to me, it's quite hard to hear if it's a voice, but I was also sent the audio file of the EVP recorded from a phone.
Be too fond
Firstly,
of
let's
that.
take a look at the video.
I don't think Gravity would be interested in doing creepy shit like this. Well, regardless though, like I don't know how he would react to it. God, I miss Gravity.
Okay, live again to go talk to Gish. Let's go sit here by this. Wait, this ain't the spooky tree. There are a lot of graves.
That's spooky tree.
No, we're recording now.
Okay, so we're here in the graveyard in front of Adam Pence. And probably no relation to Trump Pence or anything
Mike
like
Pence.
that. Looks like he died in
hell no.
1885.
If I receive a
That's
Ouija
actually the
board,
oldest
I
one we
would
found.
burn it right then and there.
We got the voice recorder here. See if we can catch us some ghosts. You never know. There might be something underneath. We talked last time
Like treasure.
to
No, I'm kidding.
Jane,
No, I don't know.
another grave hunter. Somewhere around here, because that's right when I caught that sphere. Like as soon as we talked about it, and then we suddenly started smelling like the burning. We then suddenly saw that. So we're gonna talk to Adam this time.
The sphere.
Not to dismay.
Ask us something and then shut the hell up.
Yeah, shove it. So Adam, how'd you die? Was it murder? Or was it prison stuff? I don't mean to insult, but you never know. Or was it prison stuff? Prison stuff.
Now let's take a listen to the EVP and listen very carefully.
What?
I'll also increase the audio level
I didn't even
for
hear
this
it.
one.
I didn't even hear anything.
Or was it prison stuff? prison stuff.
What do you
sounds like
guys
his
think
friend
this
probably
is?
whispered in the
Could
thing.
it be the voice of a spirit still haunting the cemetery, or something else entirely?
I think that's his
In
friend.
my
I think he
opinion, it's a
whispered
good
prison
piece
stuff.
of evidence. And I just want to say thank you to Michael for sending this to me.
That could
and
be
of course,
it,
a
but
thanks
I
to
could be
anyone
wrong,
who
though.
sends me their own evidence. It's always an honor to, once in a while, get the exclusive clips. YouTuber Haunted in PA claimed that she captured paranormal evidence, or more specifically, a ghost on camera in her bedroom. The video was uploaded in 2013 and shows what she believes is an orb forming into the spirit of a woman wearing a dress. The ghost then flies up into the ceiling, comes down again a little bit, before flying up again and disappearing.
The
Take a look.
ceiling? What? I only see a little orb, but other than that, I don't see anything else.
It's hard to tell what this could be exactly, and I'm not quite sure what the logical explanation could be. Something I'm sure many people probably have an answer for. But nevertheless, many people within the paranormal community thought this was an amazing catch. Personally, I have no good explanation for what this video shows. Haunted in PA also has a couple other videos on her
there you go,
channel
I can clearly see
of
it now.
strange ghosts caught in her house, so go check them out if this made you interested.
There's a number of videos. Not bad. Where's number 4?
I watched this awesome paranormal investigation by my friend here on YouTube, Michael Scott, when he originally uploaded the series to his YouTube channel. In it, he investigates the Sally House, which is said to be one of the most haunted houses in the US. And he investigates along with fellow paranormal YouTuber Kyla Rebecca, who also uploaded her point of view onto her channel. And they were joined by their partners and friends. Michael manages to capture some compelling evidence throughout their stay. As he does a live stream on his phone, a light turns off by itself behind him.
Out into this hallway, and I was talking in my live stream, and this light here went out by itself. The other light here stayed on, but this one went out. And at first I thought, okay, well, maybe it was just the light bulb, like blue or whatever. I got a little freaked out, so I went downstairs. I grabbed Amanda. We came into Sally's room here, and we were playing with the blocks on the floor. We got up, we walked out of this room, and we walked out. The light was back on. It just turned back on by itself. It was so weird. And I caught it on my Instagram live. I just took a screen recording of it, so I'm gonna play it for you now so that you guys can see it. You know, it's just so cool to be at this look.
Whoa.
Did you see it? Did a light just go out?
Did a light just go out? Did a light just go out? Did a light just go out?
Was that reverse even necessary?
Furthermore, a flashlight used by Kyla's boyfriend Mark starts strobing, something it is not supposed to do. The footage is shown to Michael and freaks them all out.
I freaked myself out a little bit because I pushed the button on the flashlight and didn't realize it was going to start like strobing.
Oh. It's not supposed to strobe. It gets dimmer.
Were you recording it?
Yes. Are you serious?
Yeah.
It strobed?
It just gets, it goes one dimmer and then goes off.
Were you in the kitchen?
I backed up and like I went like this, and it goes flip 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 flip, and it starts flashing. I'm son of a bitch, like.
That's not supposed
I've never heard of a flashlight that strobes except for a strobe.
I got it on camera. Here, like.
There's definitely weird stuff with lights going on for sure.
Bit of eeriness that I feel whenever I'm in the dark. I don't feel anything in here. Upstairs, in what they call the Sally room, though. That's a different story. Oh fuck me! Come on, push the button. God damn it.
It is not supposed
Damn,
to do
dude.
that.
And like right when you
It's really strange how some of their best evidence involved lights. If this interested you, you should definitely go check out the
friend
full
Gabe made
series
one
on
of-
their channels.
made one for his
Links
brother,
to both Michael
and
Scott's
one,
and
it
Kyla
apparently
Rebecca's
worked.
videos
He woke
are of
up
course
with
in the
scratches on his
description.
back, and I locked.
The ghost of a woman was allegedly caught on CCTV footage in the Lincoln County courthouse.
Dude.
And the footage was so creepy that it was featured in a news segment.
If you wake up with scratches
Lonnie
the
Reep,
next day
who
after
worked there
using
for
the
more
board,
than 30 years, believes it to be a
obviously
real
you should
ghost
fucking burn
as
it.
he's heard
But
footsteps
that
at
should also
night,
tell you to like,
as well
yeah,
as
no.
unexplainable
Also,
noises. While shooting
Petrov, by the way, quick, like a little fun fact that you should definitely know. Once you end a session of using the board, make sure to always say goodbye. Because like if you don't say goodbye, that's basically like, you know, the spirit like letting in to fuck with you. That's basically what that is if you don't like slide a goodbye.
the news segment,
Just
they
wanna
saw the
point that out.
woman once again. They speculated whether it could be a reflection, but came to the conclusion that nothing in the office could create this image.
The security camera image of what appears to be a woman riding was so real to security officers, they went up to check it out. Other officers at the monitor say their jaws dropped when the officers sent into the room appeared to walk right through her. For First Sergeant Lonnie Reep, while shooting today, we saw it again in color in the middle of the screen, just over Barbara Jones' shoulder. Some doubters who saw it wouldn't go on camera but told us it's just an illusion. We entertained the thought that it could be a reflection. Much
Boy,
like
that
the
is not an
reflection that you're
illusion.
seeing of
I'm
me
seeing
now
that
in
right
same
now, too.
area where we spotted the mysterious woman. We searched the office and found nothing that would create this image.
A historian that was interviewed had never heard of any tragedies
That-
taking place
there's a
in the
small chance
courthouse,
that might happen.
which makes it all the more mysterious. Let's take another look in higher quality.
I am definitely seeing that figure there. Even in high quality. And there's no way that was lighting. Whoa, I actually saw something pass by.
I'm having a hard time trying to figure out what this is. I can't explain how this could even be a reflection, but perhaps it is.
It's not a
It certainly
reflection.
does look like a woman, but let me know what you guys think this is.
It does look like someone's sitting there.
3 boys venture inside an abandoned house to investigate and see if they can capture anything on their camera.
Oh god.
The place is almost completely dilapidated and has a haunting appearance. They are mostly silent, showing their fear of anything else being inside there with them. Suddenly, one of the boys says he saw someone at a window. The other boys are confused by this until the window suddenly slams shut on its own. And afterwards, they of course sprint out of the house, terrified.
It's not even a fucking window.
What?
It's a fucking window.
What?
Just someone was at the window.
Act.
Someone was at the window.
Was?
It's gone really bright now. Is the window after all?
No, it's the same.
Oh!
Is there a figure there? Oh, I do see a shadow outline.
Believers say the way it was filmed plus their reactions makes it genuine and believable. Also, the fact that the camera isn't entirely focused on the window that closes makes it more believable. But whether or not it was staged or if someone was playing a prank on them is unknown, as the uploader has not come forward with any type of explanation.
Yeah, if they have not come out with anything, then I guess it's safe to say that they're fucking
This video
with
is
us.
titled Dorm Room Ghost and was uploaded by the user 50 Saw. In the beginning, a scared man is recording his dorm room as knocking and loud sounds can be heard from somewhere near him. Then, in what is a terrifying moment to say the least, a mattress levitates and is then thrown to the ground, seemingly by itself.
No way.
He turns on the light and finds no one there.
Is that a PS3 I saw there? That almost looked like a PS3, but I could be wrong though. Oh.
Then a door can be seen opening and closing quickly on its own. When he opens it and turns on the light, no one can be seen. Immediately afterwards, he exits the dorm room terrified. The comment section is filled with people living in this school, and one person even said that he lives close to this room and has felt some very weird vibes when walking by this very specific room. A user by the name of Gina also commented 5 years ago that her daughter went to that school and that she similarly had weird experiences there.
Indeed, man, that
a
is
user
some
by
shit.
the name of Brienne said that she, along with a friend, also lived there and went up to this specific room and knocked on the door. No one answered, but they could definitely see a light inside. A few minutes later, the light went out. She also mentioned that they felt very badly standing outside that door. Most people who have seen this clip say that it's real because they doubt the mattress levitation could be faked. Nevertheless, a few people are still very skeptical of this, but it is definitely one of the more compelling clips I've seen. What do you guys think of this one? So that was 13 scary ghost videos you hopefully hadn't seen before. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe to my channel for more scary content.
That is disturbing, knowing how there was actually people who would actually walk by that place. Alright, so we are nearing the creepiest of creepy stuff. Yeah, this is the video that I'm probably going to skip. Maybe I'll save this one for a different time. I think same goes for this one too, but I don't know. Well, actually, oh, I'll see here in a little bit. We'll see what happens. But anyways, onward with another one. Have I showed this one before? Familiar with Spooky? Do you remember, like, if I show this one, 7 scary videos you shouldn't watch alone? Because I think I have shown this one. This was uploaded. This 12. When was my you can watch yours really quick. I mean, since yours is 1 minute, literally 1 fucking minute, I guess. I just want to say that I have indeed seen that video. I will say. Actually, before I do that, here, give me a second. Let me drop a like in Bender's video.
That's right. I think I said that right.
Look at this loser.
This is gonna be hard. I'm out of fucking packs.
Look at this loser. Look at this fucking fake furry. He's stealing my clout right now.
Hey, I'd kill the Read News like Keemstar. Got fucking millions of dollars.
Oh, Sin, yeah, I was about to ask you if you were still alive, but anyways, look at this. Look at this fake fucking closeted furry. Look at this fake motherfucker stealing my clout.
Oh,
No
this
kidding.
one's the shield.
Alert. Bulletproof apparatus detected on enemies. Close range combat is advised.
I know.
What the fuck?
I didn't spell my name. I spelled my name incorrectly, but I don't fucking care.
I need some meds.
All right, yeah, I gave my shout-outs. And plus, I completed my goal of, like, what I was going to do, which was giving him the thumbs up. He's an otter. Yeah, man. He's a rejected furry. But anyways, he's a furry rejecting his habitat. But anyways, we will be seeing the video that Petrov sent me. And I guess, like, yeah, I think it's fair if I just show marble hornets. Literally, I've already seen this before. No, Sin, don't die. Please stay. Hold my hand. I'm scared. I'm kidding. No, but like, yeah, no, sure, man. I mean, if you're not feeling well, you know. But thank you for stopping by. I mean, your company means a lot to me. Dude. Drama queen. Practice dying. You're an otter. I don't know. I mean, a possum. Oh, God. Nigga, I said no jump scares. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I will. I definitely will. I'm kidding. That was not a jump scare, but yeah. Sin is a sheep. That's indeed true. Alright, but yeah, I already saw that video, Petrov. I will definitely do this again soon. 'Cause this was great. Let's see. So with that being said, 7 scary videos you shouldn't watch alone.
It's time for another 7 scary videos you shouldn't watch alone. Before we begin today's video, I have an exciting announcement to make. As you guys know, the sad truth
take care,
is that
Sin.
companies have been
See you later.
falsely copyright claiming my videos left and right, and YouTube has been demonetizing every single video I upload. I mean, this is still a thing even a year later. This obviously hurts the channel very deeply, as it does for many other creators on YouTube.
Love ya.
Therefore, I thought it was about time I made
But I
some
love Gravity
official
more.
Surspooks merchandise. In cooperation with a friend of mine, we've made a new version of the official Surspook skull icon that you can get on various different shirts, hoodies, stickers and mugs. Some are with the Surspook skull and text, while others are only with the skull.
Hey, good night, man.
Please do go through the 2 pages to see if there are designs you want more than others. This current campaign ends on the 16th to get you your items the fastest, but I will of course relaunch it after that date. If you do decide to get some merch, then feel free to send me pictures of you with it and I'll gladly retweet and share them. I've created a merch store on Teespring and the link is in the description. Alright, I guess that about covers everything.
From the Earth?
So, let's begin.
Massacre footage.
This is allegedly a video found on the deep web, in which a man sitting on a chair has his head covered by a cloth and body covered by a plastic bag. He makes some strange movements, and after a while, he suddenly covers his face with what viewers believe could be either vomit or feces. Either way, it doesn't look very pleasant. Take a look.
I think I've seen who made this. I think I know who made this. That's your Death Note cosplay.
Finally, he puts up a sign upside down that says, "What are you thinking?" Whereafter he looks to his right in an almost frightened way. Is this someone being held hostage, or is it some sort of a surreal art project? When 2 girls went exploring in a creepy basement, they got a scarier experience than they hoped. In the video, they open a door and inside a strange looking face can be seen.
It's really cold.
A strange looking face. Dude, that was like for a split second. Yeah, no, that was not a hostage situation. I think that was like made as a film project. It's called.
No information can be found about this video, so for now it remains a mystery.
Hold on. Dude, you can still see the face for a split second when, like right here. Look, when she turns the camera, you can slightly see a bit of the face. So, I like to think that that's fake. That footage is fake.
Lately, I've received lots of comments of people saying they appreciate that I try to find more unknown videos
yeah, I've
for
also
my
seen
call
this
and
one
camera
too.
videos. Well, once in a while I do like to bring on an old classic that has never made an appearance on my channel before. I'm sure many of you have already seen the video titled Girl Ghost. In the video uploaded by Man's Baby, a ghost girl appears several times behind two girls playing around. First it appears in the top left corner of a door frame, then on the stairs, and then inside the house after the girls have run outside. Take a look.
Are you sure? I don't think so. What's that? I told you, didn't I? I told you I seen something.
Fake news. Yeah,
Quickly,
man.
go.
CNN fake news.
Up there. See? What'd I say? Oh my god. What'd I say? It's gone. No, shush. No. No.
The description says they've had weird stuff like this happen a lot in the house. Now let's take another look at all the sightings, slowed down and zoomed in.
that just seems a little too convenient, man. Mostly for the fact of how there's.
Do you think this was a fake or an actual ghost haunting the house?
That just how the way the ghost, like you're clearly able to see it, just seems a bit too convenient.
Although this video may be a fake, many people agree that it is very creepy.
This is indeed a fake.
The video is titled Mutant Animal Human Face Creature and shows a weird mutant-like thing locked up in a cage, while people can be heard talking in the background.
Sounds like Russian. No, never mind. Take that back. It's not Russian. Call me stupid, but it's hard for me to make out the bow. Knowing how it's an actual human head, I find that a little disturbing. Is it just me, or by the tone of their voice, it sounds like they're freaking out?
So does stuff like this creep you out? Let me know in the comments.
It would creep me out if it just stared at me and fucking gave me a smile, and yeah, I would be fucking creeped out.
A video originally uploaded by BeebleFox was titled A Furry Rebirthing and shows a man cutting off the legs of a mannequin doll, which he calls his daughter. He also says he's joined a special community online where all the cyberbullies hang out. He ends up attaching the head of the doll onto a toy cat, while some very strange music plays in the background. He also attaches the legs onto his own legs and wobbles them around.
Oh, really? Yo.
I wish I was special.
Yo, same here.
And so I've heard.
It's certainly one of the most special hobbies I've seen on YouTube.
One of the special hobbies I've seen.
Surveillance footage managed
Well, yeah,
to
that's
capture something
true.
creepy at a factory. A man
Not gonna
working
judge
there
him.
was seemingly just doing what he usually does, work. But as he tries to slide a large door shut, it gets stuck. So he just leaves it be. When car lights then illuminate the door, a
But,
ghostly
Petrov,
figure can
is
be
that
seen
what-
stuck between the two sliding doors. Take a look.
Oh yeah, but was it really called Massacre? Well, was that what the video was called, the one that you were looking for, or was it just a different video? Ah, jeez, here in a little bit I have to go use the bathroom. Last video was just Bender drunken after our stream. On his main channel?
Was this the ghost of a former factory worker caught on surveillance camera, or was it a hoax? From creepy YouTube channel Ben's Playhouse comes this.
Yeah, cause like Spooky, he live streamed the Logan Paul and fucking KSI fight on his main channel one time, and then that like he can't stream for like 3 months, so he can't stream till November. Oh. I kind of imagine Bender doing that. I mean, like, if he hits, like, at a certain level of drunkenness, yeah, he'd probably, like, cut off the legs, and then he would say, I feel special. Oh, yeah. You didn't know? Oh, yeah. Before we get into the video. Yeah, he streamed the Logan Paul and the KSI fight. That retarded cancer, 2 douche tubers fighting stream. Yeah, he got his first strike, and so he can upload, but he can't stream on his main channel. That's why he's streaming on his full Bender streams. That's why he's streaming there, the game, near. Well, regardless, though, he streams gameplay stuff on his, on his streaming channel, regardless. It's in the video, but on the video was called From the Earth. Oh, it's called, so that's what it's called, From the Earth? Oh, wow. But yeah, no, I wouldn't say he got his first strike, but he just basically, he can upload videos, but he cannot, like, live stream anymore on his main channel, so, rip. But he'll be back in November on his main channel, so, yeah.
Disturbing video called Hide and Seek.
I believe it was, like, November 26th.
In which a strange creature is approaching the cameraman. When the video cuts to the next clip, we see a half-naked man with a mask on running away from us.
What's with the beeps? But I want to know where are the fucking beeps, man. Yo! Oh, my ears. Fuck you.
All videos
oh,
on
hey,
the
that's
channel
me in
are
Gravity.
cryptic,
That's me chasing
and
after
it would
Gravity.
take quite the research to figure out the true meaning behind it all. Something horror analysis channels have done before. Some have described this channel as the deep web of YouTube. And that was 7 scary videos you shouldn't watch alone.
Yeah, no,
I hope
his
you
main
enjoyed the
channel
video,
was fine.
and if you did, then
It's just he
subscribe
can't
for
stream.
more scary
That's basically
content.
it.
Also, don't forget to check out my merch.
Honestly, that KSI and Logan Paul fight, let's be honest, man. It's a publicity stunt just to milk money off fucking people. I mean, let's be honest here. That's basically what it is. Since you had to pay $10 in order to watch it, let's be honest here. Anyways, we're moving on to the good stuff here. We're gonna watch username 666, mate. I know some Russian, plus I practice the accents because Petra Pigeon is a character I do. They had a Russian dialect from more south. Oh, really? That's pretty cool. But, guys, I'm going to go take a piss because we are now reaching to the point where I am going to scare the shit out of myself, and I'm debating whether if I should turn the lights in my room, to be quite honest with you, because, like, I find these two scary the most, to be honest with you. I really do. As Bender said one time on his Shoe Nice stream, I feel like using my pussy card. But I will be back. Go take a piss. Oh, actually, I also have to take this plate of rice that I was eating a second ago. I have to go take it to the kitchen, so I'll be back. Give me a few minutes, or give me a minute. Oh. Did it really? Dude, for me, also I'm back, but for me, like, it made me realize, like, yo, is this username 666 really real? And then some people were claiming, saying that, like, oh yeah, the creepypasta is real because if you look it up, you do see, it does say that it's, you do say that the account was suspended or some shit like that. Alright then. So, I'm still not done. I just got back from the bathroom. I had to grab my plate. I'm gonna go ahead and drop it off in the kitchen. Alright guys, I'm back. Can you hear me? Snap. Hello. Alright. Now I see this video and I think, god damn, I missed that sexy yellow subscriber button. Oh yeah, honestly, I do miss that too. Then there was like some YouTubers who managed to customize that sub button. They either gave it this like rainbow color filter, some shit, I don't know. But anyways, here is user 666, ladies and gentlemen. Men and women. Men and women alike. Dude, I do miss that, you know, YouTube's older layout, honestly. That refresh button, though. Hold on. Actually, okay, before we continue on with this video, seriously, though. New tab, where? Open link in a new tab. I really want to see this. Hold on. Let's look at one Minecraft video. Pito, first playthrough of Minecraft. Oh, yeah.
今日は実験をしてみたいと思います。で、自動卵収穫装置。卵めっちゃできてます。よ。
I know, I'm gonna ruin it with just a bunch of like. I'm just gonna ruin it, but regardless though, this has to be this has to be a dude.
You
cannot just sit there and tell me that is a girl. That has to be a man. Wow, this man's actually very clever. I have not done the system like this, but I would love to. But anyways, onward with the video. This is a man. This is a dude. Okay? Spooky, did you hear me? Maybe. Like, maybe it could be a trap, but I don't know. God, I can feel those goosebumps coming in. If only gravity was here. Don't me. I'm kidding. No. That's gay. Okay. See how it's turning hellish by the second each time he refreshes that page? See, and it's funny though, because like I was actually scared of doing this myself to the point where like I just did not want this to happen to myself. You never heard the voice? Oh, you said you've only seen the, what's it called? You said you didn't really quite confirm that you watched the video, any of the Minecraft videos, have you? You haven't seen any of the Minecraft gameplay, have you? Like, you only see that, like, all he uploads is just, Minecraft-related stuff because of the title, right? That old YouTube channel layout. Dude, how long did that layout like lasted? You know? I care more for the shit on the bottom of my shit rather than yeah, Minecraft just just seemed to die out. Like no one cares about Minecraft anymore. Dude. What I'm worried about, to be honest with you, is if my stream just happens to die out like last time. You remember how that turned out. Where I live right now, it's 11:32 p fucking m. But yeah, apparently, supposedly in the creepypasta, they stated that that this is a laptop and it is infected with a virus. Oh, dude, the same thing is happening with Fortnite. That's how it is, like, you know, with most games or whatever popular. There's the part that I kind of question myself. Like, was this like shot on a camera? Because I do love those. Because I like how the way the camera was moving, like when it was like freaking out, like and like how it's like reaching out off the border here, or like, you know, the margin or whatever the hell. You know. Never use Internet Explorer. Yeah, man. Internet Explorer, who the fuck uses it? Well, there's one YouTuber literally stated that, like, what he said again? He said that, like, Internet Explorer is literally the gas station of an internet web browsers, I believe. And I agree with him. That's indeed true. Oh, man. Top 5 unknowns.
As of late, Reddit seems to be a hub for all sorts of strange, unexplainable occurrences.
Fuck, where are my manners, right? This is top 5 unknowns. I have not seen his videos in quite a while, but yeah, I mean, he does post some good stuff, but it's like up to, you know, top only 5 related stuff, so I kind of thought to myself, like, why watch stuff that's like up to 5 when I can just watch other lists that are to 10, you know? Or that reach up to 10 or to 15. But that aside, though, this guy is also
From an unknowing stalker to a mysterious whistling noise that followed a man for 15 years, here are 5 unexplainable stories found on Reddit. Number 5. A little over a year ago, a Reddit user by the name of Daryl Pratt uploaded a post to the legal advice subreddit, telling users that he'd been following a minor celebrity on social media for quite some time, and that he'd been leaving nice comments regularly but was suddenly banned.
Yeah, that's indeed true. Like, if you find that person that's very humorous, like, with whatever game that's, like, popular or the game that's, like, applied for him, then I guess you found the right person. If they have the right if they have the right charisma, if you will. But anyways.
From viewing her page.
Also, Petrov, I think it's the Ketyn massacre he used from the Earth. I'll look into it here in a second.
His post states, I followed this girl on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram for over a year. She's a minor celebrity. I liked and commented on everything she has posted for over a year. And I only said nice things. She actually replied to me a lot. Then, for no reason, she banned me from all of them. I've never met her and probably never will, but her posts and replies were the best part of my day. I made another account begging her to unban me, but she banned that one too with no response. She's literally the best thing in my life, so I was just going to make another account with a fake name to follow her. But I compliment her on every post, so I think she'll suspect it's me. So if I only say nice things and compliment her, it can't be harassment or stalking or anything. I live in Kentucky and she lives in California, so it's not like I'll ever meet her. Now, at first this post may seem fairly normal. It seems like a guy who's simply a fan of this girl and wants to be able to keep up with her posts. However, things get a bit weird if you do some digging. One user commented on Daryl's post and stated, "Your post history is only about trying to get this girl to like you, and sending her love letters to her physical work address and crap like that. Probably why she blocked you. You need to grow up and find something else to do with your life instead of stalking an IGN employee." But here's where things get even more disturbing. Following the hate that Daryl received from this post, he commented a few more times, ultimately saying, "How would you feel if you found out your girlfriend liked someone else more than she likes you? That's how I feel. How am I supposed to be happy about that? I'll most likely be dead tonight, so that should make her happy. Screw this world." Following this, Daryl never posted again. Number 4. This next post has been covered by a handful of other channels, but it's far too creepy to not include here. In 2016, the user BingBong1234 posted, "When I was about 8 years old, I was taking my dog for a walk through the neighborhood with my mom. It was maybe 11 p.m. We lived next to a swamp and wooded area on the edge of our neighborhood in Lansing, Michigan. I remember it being very silent and slightly windy. From down in the swamp, we heard somebody whistling at us. It sort of sounded like a bird, but each whistle was different enough where the lack of consistency made it human-like. The whistle sounded higher than lower. I can't really describe it. My mom had a concerned, slightly terrified look on her face and grabbed my hand and said that we should go inside quickly. I didn't understand because I was too young, but seeing my mom freak out made me freak out too. After a while, though, I kind of forgot about it. 2 years later, I was taking my dog out again, late at night. There's a large bush that could easily obscure a person behind it, just next to the front door. As I was finishing the walk, the whistling noise started again. Same pitches, same inconsistent human-like tones. As soon as I heard it, a chill went down my spine as I remembered exactly the feeling of seeing my mom, terrified, looking into the swamp at something I couldn't see, and maybe she couldn't either. I ran inside as fast as possible. Years went by and I thought about it less and less. I only told a handful of people and...
It is, man, because, like, your mind also plays tricks with you. And sometimes, like I said, when people snap, that's when... It's just like when people snap and they reach that point where, like, they freak out. It's like they're a whole different person. It's fucking crazy. But, yeah, moving on.
Eventually it slipped my mind. Fast forward to last summer. I'm 24 and started dating my girl, Sarah. We moved out to South Dakota for work. For Independence Day, we decided to go to Pierre and watch fireworks along the bank of the Missouri River. There was a free camping spot behind a hospital where you could pitch your tent, hang out, and see the fireworks up the river. We were near the end of the campground and there were very few people around us as it was starting to get dark and the fireworks began. They were pretty far away, so the illumination they brought was very little. Thus, we had to sit right at the edge of the water to be able to see them. A huge thunderhead was moving in and a storm was imminent, so the air seemed electric and the wind was picking up. The atmosphere was eerie, to say the least. The police boats herded all the other boats off of the river and left our area to do that elsewhere. Most of the other campers walked up the river to have a better view of the fireworks, but Sarah and I stayed back. Suddenly, we heard the sound of a paddle methodically dipping into the water. We saw a figure steering a canoe about 20 meters offshore. Sarah decided to go get more beers from the car, leaving me alone to stare at this mystery person. And then, of course, they whistled at me. My entire body was frozen and covered in goosebumps. It was the exact same whistler from my childhood, more than a decade earlier. I looked at the figure, but it was much too dark to discern who it could be. When they were perpendicular to the shore from me, they stopped paddling, turned the canoe to face at me directly, and whistled right at me. I was so frightened I stood up and shouted at them, "Who are you?" They didn't say a thing, just whistled a couple more times. They turned 180 degrees and paddled out of sight. I'm a videographer, so I already had my camera by my side and was taking video of the fireworks. As the canoe was almost out of sight, I grabbed my camera and got a shot of them whistling as they went away. When Sarah came back from getting the beers, she was very confused as to why I was so freaked out. When I explained, she was freaked out a bit too. I was convinced we would both be murdered that night. How did this whistling person follow me after 14 years, all the way to South Dakota? Was it a coincidence, or why was it the same whistling noise?
Man.
Who was the person and where did they go? So many questions are still unanswered.
But there's a difference between, like, when someone snaps and also has, like, the, you know, split personalities thing. Tumblr would just look at it and just say, like, oh, no, those are called headmates. And it's like, no. Nah, nigga. It's called, like, being fucking... It's called being losing your damn mind. a little dangerous since there's a thunderstorm kicking in.
You whistling? Is it you? Stop
Mental limits.
Number 3. In August of 2017, the user Sora for Smash posted the following. Sorry if this is the wrong subreddit for this question. I've been searching Google on the...
Wait. Did I hear that correctly? Did I hear that name correctly? Here, hold on.
Wrong subreddit for this question. I've been searching Google on the internet. 17. The user's... Number 3. In August of 2017, the user Sora for Smash posted...
Sora for Smash. That kind of just sounds like it's a troll name, honestly.
The following. Sorry if this is the wrong subreddit for this question. I've been searching Google on the internet for people who feel the same way as me for a very long time, but I haven't had much luck. Anyway, you know that very strong feeling of existential dread that you get when you hear things about the universe, reality, existence, infinities, nothingness, dreams, etc.? The feeling is sometimes on different levels and sort of varies in feeling sometimes, but the feelings generally feel like they belong in the same category. It's almost an unnamed emotion. I hope you know what I'm talking about at least. If you didn't, then the question I'm about to ask would be very hard to explain. Do certain songs or music give you this feeling? This feeling of existential dread and depression? I'll link a few songs that give me this feeling below. It sort of feels like these are sounds that I've heard in a past life, or that I'm dreaming or something, and these are sounds I've heard in my real life. I don't know, it's hard to describe the emotion. It almost feels like it's a mix of existential dread, depression, and nostalgia. It's a very terrible feeling, but listening to these songs makes me fall into the deepest pits of depression. But at the same time, it's what makes me love the songs so much. I also get this feeling from certain movies and anime, such as Neon Genesis. It makes me feel an incredible emotional connection to these songs and shows. I wouldn't like them nearly as much if they didn't evoke these feelings from me. This strange phenomena was actually seconded by a few different users, many claiming that the songs Jungle Boogie by Kool and the Gang and Heart-Shaped Box by Nirvana were common triggers. This feeling has yet to be explained, and I don't know about you, but this scenario seems all too similar to the Mandela Effect curiosity that went viral a couple years back. Number 2.
No, there's no way.
This next post is actually an update to a story we covered a short while back, involving a strange...
I think that's just the trigger in his mind, honestly. I don't think it's like... he says that he feels depressed, so I think it's just the mood that he's just receiving. Because like I can't really comprehend that feeling that he's like that he makes out at first, but let's go and continue.
Man that a user met on a beach near the San Francisco Bridge. The user stated that he met a man who he didn't believe was human, and that the man claimed he would return in 10 years to kill him. The man also knew a disturbing amount of accurate information about the user, making this whole encounter much odder. He then told the user that when he returned, he would be driving a black Mercedes with the license plate Utopia. If you're interested in hearing the full version of this story, I strongly urge you to check out the previous video, as it's super weird. But anyway, fast forward a few months, and another Reddit user did a little bit of investigating into the strange occurrence. The user Yellow Rice Macaroons states, okay, so at the time, I'd done a search for the car mentioned in the Jimmy C post, and found that a black Mercedes with that license plate really did exist in California. Well, it's a really interesting story, so I'd done a bunch of digging and found records for it, and I discovered that it hadn't been registered with the DMV in a while, and had an expired registration, and it hadn't been serviced in a while. It was as if it were bought just at the start of the year and then parked in a garage somewhere for months. I'd signed up for Carfax at the time with the car's info and completely forgot about it until I just got an email asking how the recent maintenance on the Mercedes went. So I logged in and found out that on Friday the car was taken to get a new set of tires put on it. Now, here's what gets interesting. Not only has the car apparently been registered and gotten new tires, and thusly is apparently back on the road, but the place it was registered and taken for tires is just a short distance from the San Francisco Bridge. I don't know if I'm allowed to post the name of the actual store for privacy's sake, so I'll keep that to myself until I know for sure. But according to Google Maps, it's only a 21-minute drive. In case you missed the tidbit in the story, Jimmy C claims he committed suicide off the San Francisco Bridge. Not a huge thing, of course, and the story might have just been fake, but it's a pretty weird coincidence that this car is suddenly back on the road after having been parked and with a brand new set of tires just in time for Halloween, and that it matches up with the story.
Yellow rice
Number
and
1.
macaroons.
In this final post, the user Skinna555 states, "My partner and I have recently moved back into my childhood home with my parents while our own house is being built, to save some cash and not have to move instantly from our rental when it's complete. My parents owned 3 Australian native birds, and earlier tonight, I was updating my Snapchat story to show my friend, as many of them ask what the birds' names are and what they look like. I took 3 photos, one after another, and just put them on my story without worrying about retakes or what it looked like. Anyway, within about 15 minutes of uploading, I received a text message from one of my good but not great friends that said, 'Haha, you bearded beast, those birds are mad. By the way, what was that in the window behind you in that last one?' I had no idea what he was going on about, so I went and watched my own Snapchat story a couple times. On the 3rd or 4th watch, I saw exactly what he was talking about and my stomach sank. In the last Snapchat video I sent, it kind of looks like someone is at the door, looking in with their hands cupped against the door. It's hard to tell because Snapchat videos are very poor quality and the door is only in frame for probably 1 second. Whatever is in the 3rd Snapchat video, however, is definitely not in the 1st video when the door is in full view. I was the only person at home and that particular door leads to the backyard, which is only accessible via a single locked gate. Here are the 3 videos I saved for my story.
So the first one of my parents' little birds is this little guy.
I like how he censored his face, even though he's already
little Leo.
showed his
He's
face.
a cockatiel. Second little bird of my parents is a rainbow lorikeet. His name is Oliver. And there he is.
The
And here
last
I am
video.
with my good little mate,
There it is. There he is, back there.
Puffin.
When he was walking right there, you see like a figure there. Oh, yo! I could win a huge prize! Holy fuck! I don't care.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to click that like button. Also, don't forget
5 scary recorded confessions of death row inmates. I don't know why, but like what came to my mind when I first read that was the boondock scene, the rape scene. Alright. So there's like 2 videos that I have plans on skipping. I will show them for later. But for now, I just want to get straight into the... Oh my god, these last 3. Honestly, like I said, these 2 scare me the most, I will say. Oh no, I know. Trust me. I kind of know what it is. It's a psychological thing, but it is a very complicated way of explaining it. But yeah, no, I do understand the situation. But anyways, moving on here. Is it? Oh. Why would you monetize this video? Well, this man is making bank just by 1 video, so I mean, there's a reason why he's made it, you know. But yeah, no, that aside though, this one, I will admit, when I first saw it, did indeed scare me. But hey, who here feels fantastic? Hi there. I feel creeped out.
You seem fantastic. Hey, hey, hey. Run. Please.
You feel fantastically tired. We're almost there, Spooky. Don't worry. Like, if this is like getting bored, or if this is like, you know. I also feel fantastically like tired. Not bored, just tired as well. Not necessarily. Yeah, damn it. Fucking foot fell asleep. My leg fell asleep. I was like sitting down in this really uncomfortable position, like her. Oh, really? Nice. Dude, I really need to start exercising a bit more. Well, the thing is, though, is that, like, I do have enough money to go to the gym, but like, I just don't feel comfortable like going to public gyms. If anything, I'd rather buy the equipment and just work out in the comfort of my own home. Oh, yo, that reminds me. You know, Spooky, I don't know if you know this, but like, actually, a little fun fact about this. Fuck. Yeah. Ah! This scares me. Anyways, no, it's not you. Fuck, it's an old message. But anyways, the I Feel Fantastic robot. I forgot what her name was, or what they called her. Also, shout out to this dude right here. And no, don't. What's this bitch doing here? Hell no. Get away. Can I? Reported. Listen, man, don't freak. Listen, if anyone watches this, come on. I just reported him one just for the shits and giggles. All right, don't judge me for that. But anyways, like I don't condone like anyone doing this, like reporting, like mass banning people or no, not mass ban, like mass flagging people, even despite them being shitty. But anyways, that aside, I forgot what her name was. So apparently, this one girl, she called the guy who created the robot, the mannequin or whatever. I forgot her name, what it was, and he sounded very hesitant. Hold on, I'll see if I can look a video up here in a little bit after this one. Oh right, let me get. There is nothing but backwards in the bowl. Yo, that's Sin. That was Sin a moment ago when Sin was still here. Oh yeah, little fun fact. The guy who created this, the reason he created it is like a little vision, or not a vision, but it was like something about like that there's nothing after death, which explains this bit right here when it starts zooming in. There we go. This bit right here.
There is nothing.
And there we go. Obviously, it's to imply that there is nothing like in the after you die, some shit like that. 1 minute looped film by David B. Earl. Let's have a look at his channel really quick. Maybe, not sure if he's made anything else. Just just a little bit of an off-topic thing, but it's whatever. 3 years ago, wrote and did this. Deleted scene from imaginary films. I do think the flames casually burning in the back add a nice touch to the psychological what the fuck factor. It does. It really does. To be 100% honest with you, it really does. Wait, why is there two? What's the difference? Oh.
Nothing. See. Red.
Oh wait, is this redesigned or did he just made it like higher definition? A short film back on itself at exactly the midway point. The film begins to run backwards, and the sounds repeats itself backwards with it. The character speaks with 3 words backwards. The film goes forwards, so they can be deciphered at the end of the film when they are played backwards. This is a psychological fuck up right here, man. Ah, man. Yeah, here it is. This piece was inspired by a personal paradoxical desire for empirical proof that there is nothing on the other side of life. I wanted to blur the distinction between the two states and the state of paradox by showing someone who is coming back from life or death and denies his existence, thereby fulfilling the paradox. David B. Earl 2004. What the fuck am I gonna say? 2K4. Is anything real? I have no fucking idea, man. What was I gonna look up again? It was the hold on. You guys like the sound of my keyboard? Fucking hell, man. Phone call creator. Oh yeah, Terra the Android. That's what it was called. All right. Here it is. Life is indeed a paradox. Okay. Many have speculated about the exact who created Terra and why. Dude, come on. Is this like... Many believe that the Terra was a... Okay, well, fucking... Fuck.
May I ask who's calling, please? Yeah, of course. My name is Kendra.
Oh no, this is the call. So this is like when they try to... This is when they try to call him.
Yeah. Can you wait just a moment, please? Yeah, of course.
They try to call the creator.
Hello, is this John? Is it John Bergeron?
What's this about? I got a lot of things I need to do.
Of course, yes. My name is Kendra. I'm with the robotics department at University of British Columbia, and I was just calling. Were you the person who did the Terra the robot by chance? I'm working on a story about it.
The problem is, I got a lot of things I really need to do. I don't have time to talk.
Okay. Would it be easier if I could email you by chance?
Yeah, I just don't have the time to deal with this.
Okay. Have I got the right person at least?
I gotta go.
Have I got the right
Goodbye.
person? Okay.
Yeah, it just seems like how he just denies it. It's just a bit weird. Maybe he is like, I don't know, maybe he doesn't feel
artificial intelligence software has two databases. One for chat so I can be interactive and entertaining. The other is filled with data for answering serious questions. I can even answer some questions about quantum physics, but my knowledge is limited.
Yeah, this is actually true. This this video right here. This was actually posted on the guy's website, believe it or not. But anyways, onward for the final video. The most creepy. At first, it is adorable, but it is fucking creepy, man. I'm prepared to shit myself, man. I believe that this is an actual anime character, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, yeah, that's a kappa. Which, if I remember correctly, in Japanese mythology, kappas are... you don't think it's so bad? Dude, I find it disturbing, mostly for the fact of like how her head jerks around left and right. Oh, hold on. Fuck, what the fuck's wrong with me? I keep forgetting to like... When she jerks her head like that, oh my god, it just disturbs me. It disturbs me a little. But yeah, no, kappas in Japanese mythology, they grab people by the head and bad as how I did it. But yeah, I find it when you're dipping left to right, I do find it disturbing. Yeah, that's how I feel right now. Is this what I get for playing Hatsune Miku? Yikes. Yikes. Yikes, mate. Win. So, who would win, the demon little girl or Dio? I'd say Dio. My money's on Dio. What time is it? It is where I live, 12:03. And honestly, I like to hit the 3 minutes, the 3 hours and 30 minutes. So let's, at the very least, end this off with one final video with Nightmare Expo. I love Nightmare Expo to the point where, like, I had to give this one a chance. So this is the final video for tonight, boys. But yeah. Disturbing Things from Around the Internet, Volume 4. 103 from you. Jesus, man. Well, like, if this is too much, man.
This
then I'm
episode of
sorry.
Disturbing
I'm so sorry.
Things from Around the Internet is brought to you by Dollar Shave Club. Yes, that Dollar Shave Club that was kind enough to, in the age of mass
I don't have a
demonetization that's
beard
totally
nor
screwed me over with
mustache,
my rent
so
payments,
I
support our
can't.
channel because they believe
I'm
in
a
my
soy boy.
content.
Well, actually, what
if you've
defines
been living
soy
under a
boy for
rock
me?
and somehow don't know who this incredible company is,
I
or what
literally
they
don't have
do,
any facial
allow me
hair.
to bestow some fresh-picked, deep-fried, grade A knowledge upon you for the
Saying
next 2
East
minutes.
Code is Beast Coast.
Dollar Shave Club is a company that saves us from the boredom and hassle of our typical
Also, it's
morning
also 103
routine.
where you live,
You know how it
Spooky?
is. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you make sure your hair doesn't look like dump, and when doing so, you come to realize that all of this takes all of these convoluted and expensive products that are just a pain to go out in public to find. It's a mess. That's where Dollar Shave Club comes in. They save you valuable time and money since they ship these much needed products straight to your door.
Skip this.
Dollar Shave Club has all
I
your
don't
grooming
care
products.
'cause I don't
Toothpicks,
have a
body
beard,
wash, hairstyling products.
nor any facial hair. And if I did, I wouldn't mind ordering I wouldn't mind ordering a razor from Dollar Shave Club and shave it off, but still, I don't have any facial hair, so you know. Personally, for me, it's like I just don't like facial hair, mostly because of.
Across the
Yeah,
internet,
that's the thing.
strange and obscure content's out
'Cause
there
shaving
that just might send
seems
a
like
chill
it
down
is
your spine,
a
or at
hassle.
the very least, leave you feeling at least slightly
Cause shaving seems like it's a hassle, and top it off, like fucking what was it again? When you eat and you have like when you eat and you have like a piece of food stuck under your facial hair, like that just seems a bit like annoying. But anyways, moving on.
unnerved. With that being said,
Well,
I'd
good
like
for
to
you.
welcome
You have a
all
girlfriend.
back to
I
Disturbing
don't.
Things
I'm
from
a
Around the
single
Internet.
boy.
This is my
Okay.
series where I consolidate bite-sized, creepy discoveries that I've recently stumbled upon online. Reminder that this is part 4, so if you're new to the series, be sure to go check out volumes 1 through 3 on my channel. It's time, once more, to
We'll have a
dive
look
into
at
5
those
more
soon.
hand-picked and disturbing things from the internet. Bill Mead is the name of a YouTuber that runs a channel primarily focusing on the topic of religion. Bill started his channel back in 2014, and over the course of just 4 short months, he would upload 71 videos, amassing 16 whole subscribers to his content. He seemed to be very passionate about the topics that he preached about, and appeared to be open to discussion
Jesus
about
wept.
Jesus and Christianity.
Godly love will
Over the
prevail.
course of the channel's existence, Bill would make it evident that he was dealing with other complications. It appeared
Oh, is he
that
really?
he
Oh, dude, I was
contracted
about
a
to
severe
join
form
in a
of mouth
second.
cancer,
Here in a
and
little-
over
I
the
was
course
hearing a
of
little
the
bit, I was
4
about to
short
join
months
you,
that he was
kitchen.
on YouTube, were able to see the progression of his condition as it became worse and worse and worse.
My stream or your stream? Volume. Either the volume is off or like WB Holmes. Dude, that guy looks like a fucking zombie. Holy fuck. Here, hold on. I think I know why. Oh, yeah, no, fucking Nightmare Expo just sounds very low. Thanks. Oh yeah, no, I dropped by your stream a second ago and I dropped a like.
His very last video was uploaded on October 21st, 2014, and it was titled, in all caps, 10-hour surgery tomorrow.
Hey man, it was nice of you to stop by
Strangely,
again.
in this and the upload with the duplicate title, I was unable to extract any type of audio, almost as if it was completely muted by accident. In the description, Bill asks us, in jumbled text, to pray for him and the doctors as he undergoes this operation. And that was it. After seeing this, I naturally expected the worst. Seeing his condition progress so rapidly, followed by a video on the topic of a future surgery before going completely blank, left me with an endless curiosity as to what happened to Bill. I went back to his YouTube channel and tracked down his Google Plus page. With that, I was able to discover that he lived in California and had a wife named Doris. After doing what seemed like endless digging, I just wasn't able to find anything on a William or Bill Meade that would be related to a Doris. So I acquired the help of some friends, and one of them, specifically Alex Bale, was able to track his record down. Bill would have been 90 this year, and unfortunately passed away less than a month after his—
Whoa, wait, what? 90? $1927 to wait.
surgery. His legacy lives on though, and with this, we're left with a very humbling example of how quickly a condition can progress on the human body.
Damn. Oh, I know where you got this footage from, actually.
This entry comes from a user on Facebook by the name of Rico Malik. In his post, he claims that he doesn't normally post on Facebook, but this is a true action and awareness post. In his words, "This is very hard to watch. It hit very close to home as I've been in this situation before. This was my 19-year-old niece coming home late last night in Converse, Texas, to some home invaders in her bushes. Now just pay attention to the recklessness our society has come to. Get this to the media. These guys were out to murder anything moving last night, and they have to be dealt with. This is to be treated as if they murdered everyone in that car." With this, he's linked a video. In it, we're able to see a man as he's obviously hiding outside of a house, behind a tree. Apparently, the people in the car pulled up to their mom's house who was asleep inside. After calling the cops from within the car, things begin to take a very dark turn.
Do you want to tell your mom? No, wait till the cops get here. They're just waiting.
Huh?
I locked the door, so I was like, yeah. Because if they,
Hello?
that doesn't mean they're alone. Curtis, no. No, Curtis, there's another one.
Hi, I'm in Converse at 8. There's somebody standing at the side of my house. Looks like they're trying to get in. They're trying to run.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
8310 Jaybrook.
I gotta get out of here.
They were literally firing shots at her.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Please get here fast.
Dude, what a bunch of fucking psychos.
They shot on my tires.
Follow us. Drive fast. Go.
They shot on my tires. They shot on my tires. I can't.
Just drive. Turn your lights off. Drive.
Get down. Get down. Get down.
Are you fucking kidding me? Damn.
Please drive. Hurry before they find us, please.
Are you okay? Put them.
Please. Oh my gosh, just stop. God, please don't let them come back, please. God, please, God, please, God, please. God, please. God, please don't let them come. God, please. God, please. God, please. Do you see anyone? Can you see?
No.
Can you see? Don't look. Just stop. 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 Just stop
Thankfully, they all made it out alive. In this situation, they were absolutely lucky that they weren't harmed because this so very easily could have turned out far worse than it did. After first seeing this, I spent a lot of time contemplating at what I would do if I were in this situation. There's just no way around how it would have turned out. Grab a gun, shoot him back? There's two of them and they have a direct line of sight to you in the car. Floor it and ram into the tree? Like I said, there's two of them. The other would have come out from behind the bushes, guns ablaze. Back out and speed off? I still feel like they would have been inclined to shoot just because they can. All around, there's just no good way through this situation, which is what makes it that much more miraculous that the driver and passengers were unharmed. While this is so, unfortunately, the two men involved are currently still at large.
Fuck, man. What a bunch of fucking psychos, man.
This entry comes from a user on Reddit by the name of Gloves Are Effed. The post is titled, Warning Men of Halifax, the Glove Man. He opens his post by claiming that he's seen threads in other subreddits about this guy and that he finally had an accidental encounter with him. He claims, quote, "Last weekend I was on my way back from downtown, walking alone on Spring Garden Road and scouting for a cab when a well-dressed guy in a black SUV pulls up beside me to ask if I'm looking for a cab. I said yes. He asked where I was going, and I told him. He said he was headed in the same direction and that he offers rides around town on the weekends. Thinking this was some friendly guy running his own Uber service, I got in hoping for a cheap ride and handed him a $10 bill out of my pocket. Side note, I'm 6'3" and 200 pounds, so I didn't feel threatened. Stupid of me." He then goes on to explain that the guy was wearing a leather jacket and gloves, and as soon as they start driving, he talks about this glove business that he's running before handing him a business card. When they finally approach his street,
let's see. Home of the classic driving glove. Free shipping. What the fuck is this? Gauntlet gloves, motorcycle and ATV glove. Sports bike racing glove. What the fuck is all this? We have an exclusive collection of men's, women's, kids' leather gloves. Is it really skinny? I thought like the average. I thought like the what like at what weight do you have to be in order to be officially be like fat or overweight or big?
the guy eagerly says that he wants the
Because I thought it would be 150, but then again, I think I'm getting that confused with something else.
OP to try on some gloves. Despite it being weird, the OP submits to humor him and ends up trying them on. After doing so, things begin to become strange when he realizes that they fit really tight and that the guy began breathing somewhat forcefully. After putting two and two together in his head, he tried to drum up the most non-confrontational way out of the situation. However, the man kept insisting that he stay and try on more of his sets, all while breathing in a very unnatural manner. After an antagonizing few minutes with him, he ends up quickly thanking the man for his time, jumps out of the car, and books it towards a nearby house's yard in hopes of preventing the revelation of his own address to the man. He claims that the guy idled outside for a solid 5 minutes before driving off, and closes his post by warning men of Halifax about this guy, supposedly nicknamed MJ, that offers to pick up young men, forcing them into trying on his gloves in order for him to become aroused.
He grew up with the ghetto, 2 different spots. One less dangerous where your girlfriend is. Okay, at least your girlfriend's safe. I don't think there's an official number for fatness, but when you start sweating just trying to get by putting your shoes on.
The post was then verified by the moderators, and other users had jumped in, claiming that they had heard or had encountered the man themselves. One of the other posts that the OP references even has the glove man's business card in order of proof.
Oh man. This man, I swear, like gloves. All-terrain online driving and dress gloves, winter gloves, horse riding gloves, sports bike, gauntlet gloves, motorcycle, ATV gloves, 1/2 finger gloves. Oh my god, skull caps and face neck warmers. What? What kind of? I'm not even gonna bother asking. But yeah, for me, okay. But off topic though, for me, it has to be like if you start sweating just by doing the most basic movements.
The entire situation is chilling and hopefully makes you think before you jump straight into a car with a random stranger that might have intentions that don't exactly align with your own.
One night at Teddy's. What?
This entry comes from a Facebook post made by a user named Hank Squires. Back in June of last year, he made a post showcasing a strange phenomenon that he had captured on his baby monitor. His post reads this: I'm very much a skeptic, and I'm going to try to explain this one. Last night, Cora woke up and started playing with a stuffed animal. Hannah thought it was cute, so she recorded it from the baby monitor. When she showed it to me, I told her that it was way too cold in her room, 66 degrees when we keep the house at 70. Then, the freaking teddy bear behind her moved. Watch the video. The video that he uploaded with that showed this.
Right from the get-go, I'm already a little disturbed.
The video garnered tons of Facebook attention, and people threw in theories that the entire thing could be faked for attention, with many reasons given. One notable one is when the head actually moves. It seems that, at the top left, an arm is seen moving it. However, I'd personally like to counter this by saying that there simply would be no room for anyone or anything to squeeze their arm into that tight space.
Yeah, that's indeed true.
Unless there was some sort of modification done to it, nobody would have been able to fit back there. Another theory people have thrown up is that it's a battery-operated bear. While Hank claims that this is not the case, it could very well be true. The only real update we have is from June. Hank reshared the post onto his own page with the caption, 1 year ago. This, of course, renewed interest in the video, and down in the comments, there's one from a Dana Squires who claims that they're set on believing that the child had moved, thus causing the bear to move as well. While this seems like a very solid answer to the situation, we have to remember that it's always up for interpretation.
It has to be the bear. The bear is like protecting it. It's like saying, "This is my human." Fuck! Damn it! Goddamn webcomics. God, but yeah, no, that bear is protecting its human. But yeah, no, it does look really weird how it seems to move every time when the baby moves, or at the very least when the camera's moving. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, anyways. But yeah, no, like good to know that your girlfriend's house is hidden, you know. But yeah, no, I mean, but Petrov, I mean, I hope you I hope you stay safe, man. I mean, that's freaking crazy. Ori Chef, I believe.
Last year, a post was made on the export of 4chan claiming that there was a user on Facebook that discovered a strange profile by the name of Ori Chef. Apparently, Ori had commented on a news article, clamoring on about nonsense. After they attempted to translate it, things got strange. The 4chan user went forth to say this. So I was just on Facebook like a normie that I am, and I came across a comment in a
relatable.
post that's a bit unnerving. It's from a posted article from a page that has a few comments, so I saw it. The comment was obviously not entirely in English, but she explains how she wants to be cremated before her husband, or some type of thing, and she kept talking about her friend Susie or something. So I got weirded out by this and tried to click on the Facebook account to know what the fuck is up with this lady. This is where it gets weirder. This was her profile. I immediately saw that she had no posts or even uploads of pictures, so I assumed that she was a dummy account by some dude who's doing God knows what. Then I saw her friends list. Now I just realized after skimming through all these accounts that every bio that she has adds something weird or cryptic, like cheese bread from an almond milkshake and pita bread from a seasoned beef, kind of shit like that. It seems to be so many that I can't imagine the reason why some person would do some kind of shit like this and what purpose. So it seems that after visiting her profile, they found that every single one of Ori's friends was simply another version of her profile picture with photoshopped facial features and hair. Posts on their profiles get even stranger than this. There are multiple images depicting animal gore with captions that hint at the murder of her own children. Going by her profile, there are no photos or any evidence therein of Ori actually having any children. However, it's disturbing to see. After discovering all this, a user then reached out to Ori, asking her about her many accounts and why she's doing this, and she responded in her typical style, claiming that, yeah, all of them I was the one who created by, unfortunately, because of my negligence and the stupidity, I forgot that I was renting the computer and forgot to change the password as soon as possible. The 4chan user responded, "Oh, okay, I understand. I like the pictures that you post, like the one you have as your profile picture. Did you make them?" To which Ori responds saying, "Really? Thank you, it's in the Play Store app. If it's in your CP, you know, edit the pic." He then asks her how many accounts she uses, to which she responds, saying upwards of 15 to 24.
What?
When asked why, she made the excuse that she uses them for requests in Facebook games. While Ori claims this, I'm gonna go forth and say that I'm absolutely not buying this.
Yeah, I'm not buying that.
Why in the world would there be so many accounts that are made of yourself just for game requests? Also, why in the world would she post gruesome images and caption them about the demise of her own children?
What?
Something just doesn't add up.
That just seems so
Theories have been thrown
wrong.
out that Ori is either a bot, a simple troll account, an account linked to the government,
has to be a
or
bot,
actually a
there's no
genuine
way.
person that, for some odd reason, found the need to create 20 plus accounts of herself. Even if this latter theory were true,
It has to be either bots or literally like a group of 20 people doing this all at once. I mean, let's be honest here.
why would she post such sinister things about her children alongside these screwed up images? It just doesn't add up to me. There's definitely something going on here. It almost reminds me of the Stephanie Stevens case, but weirder. As we said before, disturbing and obscure content can exist all over the internet, and like we just witnessed, this definitely holds true. I hope you all enjoyed this entry into the series. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which one freaked you out the most? Lastly, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. I love you all, and good night.
I mean, it has to literally be number one because that one was really creepy. But I don't know. I really love these because these are great. I hope he continues making more of these. Well then, I guess that about hits the time that we're supposed to end this. At the same time, though, I mean, like I kind of gone through almost everything. Well, I missed one video, but I'll save that for another day. I wanted to look into this one because it just seemed very interesting. Yeah, like I'm telling you, Petrov, like, yeah, like to stay safe, man. Like, take care. That's fucking crazy. Jeez. I mean, if there's any option or any way for you to get out of that neighborhood, I mean, I'd take it, 'cause fuck, man, I would not want to like fucking be in a very dangerous. I would not want to live in a fucking dangerous area, man. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, man. Hopefully you'll take care. Oh, actually, hold on. Before we go on, what was it called again? Fuck. I'm just gonna look up something really quick here, but I will end the stream here in a little second. What was it called again? Come on, what did Sin say? Let me, I'm about to scroll up in the chat really quick. Shit, fucking did not mean to do that. They're traps now. Oh yeah, marble hornets. Alright. Shit, no. But yeah, I do agree. Oh man, Marble Hornets explains season 1. Oh yeah. Fucking crazy. We will talk about this one, since this one actually is, Night Mind. Oh, I haven't seen this user in so long. Holy fuck. Yeah, Night Mind. I have not seen him in a while. I'm gonna have to look at this I'm gonna have to look at this individual next time. I almost forgot about his existence. But anyways, guys, thank you everyone for tuning in for this stream. The spooky, the chill hangout / chill stream, where the topic was spooky related stuff. Hopefully I'll move on from the spooky stuff and we'll turn to a different topic of like what was it called, to either funny stuff or other videos really, or lol cows. Who knows? It's dangerous almost anywhere in Indiana. Yeah, man. But like I said, hopefully you'll be in a safer location, 'cause again, fucking I would not live there. But again, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in, and thank you so much, and thanks again to Familiar but also Spooky for helping me out find the suggested videos. And next time, when I'm gonna do next one of these streams again, I mean, I wouldn't mind being open to suggestions again. So yeah. I read that as indie at first, not really. So yeah, but anyways, that aside, oh yeah, there's Petrov, also known as Eric. Fucking, what am I doing? Sorry. But anyways, that aside, yeah, take care, guys, and have a good night. Take care.